Hey everybody, it's me, Elaine, soon to be joined by Jeremy, who is currently preparing himself for the long... Listening to me play back is a very interesting experience. I don't realize that that's what I sound like, but apparently that is in fact what I sound like, but in my head, that is not what I sound like. As I was saying, I'm going to be joined soon by Jeremy for a nice, long, exciting stream. It's been a while and we're happy to get back into the swing of things. Today is going to be a fun day because we are going to be snacking and gaming. We're going to be opening some Primal TCG boxes, Battlers of Bethesda. We have 2 of those. And I also recently purchased one of the 2024 Foundations Magic the Gathering Jumpstart boxes. We are going to pick out 4 packs randomly each, as is the way Jumpstart works, and battle those at the end of the stream. And there will also be some other opening surprises sprinkled in for extra fun. And to start things off, I am going to eat because I'm feeling a little peckish. I'm going to be trying these Bubby's Mochi chocolate peanut butter. I don't know why I can't see myself right now, but that's what I'm going to be trying. So I'm going to open them. I'll have them ready to go. Or maybe I won't when Jeremy gets here, but that's going to be eaten first thing with Jeremy. I should wait. So I guess I'm doing that. Then we're going to try a new seasonal beverage from 7-Up. It is a 0 sugar Shirley Temple because we are going to be having a lot of sugar and we need to just like bring some balance to the force. And it's kind of interesting because it has pomegranate and cherry soda, but traditional Shirley Temple doesn't have pomegranate. So we're wondering how that's going to taste. I do like pomegranate, but you know, it might not work so well with cherry. We've got Kropi matcha milk tea that we're going to try. And then a little late, but we got here eventually, a caffeine-free Fanta Haunted Apple from Beetlejuice, a product of the Coca-Cola Company. So I'm really excited to try all these things, but I'm not going to be an impatient panda, even though I want to be an impatient panda and just eat stuff and drink stuff without Jeremy, because that would be rude. And you know, when I'm rude, people frown upon that and get upset. So I guess I'll be patient, but it's really hard for me to be patient. I was one of those kids that could never delay gratification. I would have failed the marshmallow test, you know, where they stick the kid in the room and they're like, hey, here's a marshmallow, but if you wait, you can have 2 whole marshmallows. Yeah, I would have just eaten the marshmallow. I would have thought someone was lying or something. Who knows? So here I am alone, waiting, squeezing this little like silicone cup I'm going to taste test out of because I need something to entertain myself with. I'm a strange person, aren't I? But yeah, I don't know if anyone else knows those studies. I took a lot of psychology and social work courses in college when I was originally a social work major, so things like that would come up along with like the classics like the Zimbardo experiment and how that was not necessarily the most appropriate, and now we have restrictions in place and things are safer and better for everybody. And he's an interesting guy. My friend actually met him in college, and he's shorter in person than you would think. Philip Zimbardo. Jeremy just walked in. We're talking about Philip Zimbardo now. He was the guy who did the Stanford Prison study. Yeah, Jeremy, you should know that. Well, you should. He's talking to me and you probably can't hear him, but we're having a conversation right now. But here he comes. He's sitting down. I was telling the people that I wanted to start snacking, but then I should probably wait for you but it's really hard for me because I'm bad with like the whole delayed gratification thing. And I would have been
everybody.
Yeah, I would have been one of those kids that failed the marshmallow test, but I said mushroom at first because I'm silly, and that's also an M word.
All rise, Judgment Day is here. Though that's the old Judgment Day. That was when Damian Priest was still in it.
I don't think they can see your shirt. Can they see your shirt?
I mean, kinda. You can see the Judgment.
I only see me.
What? It hasn't reflected yet. It takes a little while to switch over.
I realized that after a little bit. There's like a slight delay. This is the magic. We're ruining all the magic. Look at us. I mean,
I'm watching on OBS, so I can see what everybody's going to see in the future. I had to get my alcohol. I've been having this sit in our fridge for a while now, a couple months.
And he's really excited for it.
I've been really excited for it.
It's going to go so well with the mochi I was telling everyone I was going to eat. Because it's Bubby's Mochi Chocolate Peanut Butter Premium. I think I'm going to open one, so if I don't like it, you're stuck eating it. That's the plan. Don't you know that's the girlfriend way? That's when you respond.
That is fine.
Okay, that's the girlfriend way. So again, just a little bit of packaging. Hopefully I'll put it over my face so it's definitely visible.
I have this mug thing here.
Oh.
I'm sippy cupping it so I don't spill anything.
Oh, they're so squishy. They're squishy.
They're so squishy.
I puckered it a little. Oh no, there's a little leak. It's leaking a little.
I can't imagine that it's bad.
The ice cream is fine. The ice cream is like very creamy and smooth. But the mochi casing is like gritty in texture.
Is it?
And it's really unpleasant. I'm going to pass it across and Jeremy can finish or not what I ate. Because I'm that girl.
I don't know how you could not like these. The flavor was...
It's not so much the flavor as the texture. Give it a minute. Let it just like slide across your tongue for a second.
It is gritty, but normally it tastes like skin. Or it has the texture of skin. This doesn't.
You're bringing flashbacks of the time I had Lakota try mochi for the first time. I'm gonna wash it down now with a boba milk tea karopi matcha.
That's not bad. I mean, the taste is good. It does have a weird texture to it. You want to, that's got to go in the fridge or freezer.
Stretch. So as I was saying, you probably can't see the can because it's green and I'm in front of a green screen, but it has karopi on it, I assure you. And we're going to taste it. It's matcha. It's bubble milk tea or boba. What's the difference between boba and bubble milk tea? Because I feel like bubble tea has boba in it.
I'm pretty sure they're just two names for the same thing.
All right. Oh. Looks like brackish water.
We like us a good brackish water.
I don't even know if you can reach that or if I have to come around.
I don't want to move everything.
All right, so I'm going to come around in a minute.
I do find it weird that you're all like pixelaty. I have to mess with your camera settings. That's not bad.
I also have a cute little cup.
I was never here.
It tastes like very sweet grass, like very sugary grass, like an earthy taste.
That's not bad.
Well, the boy said he wanted it, so I have to go deliver this on to the boy as Jeremy prepares himself. Are you ready for this Battlers of Bethesda?
You're going to sit there for a second while I futz with your camera settings.
Oh.
Because your camera's...
In that case, I'll open this Fanta Haunted Apple Beetlejuice, hoping that the flavor is better. And I can wash it down. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to actually see the bottle because it's green and I'm sitting in front of a green screen, but we're going to try just for you guys. Are you ready? Will I get a satisfying opening sound? Oh, yeah. You get that little bit of satisfying opening sound? I'm going to pour a very, 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 very little bit for myself because this has 139% of your daily sugar intake.
It looks like nothing because of the green screen.
But it's 70 grams of sugar, 85 milligrams of sodium, 70 grams of carbs, which apparently is only 25% of your daily intake. But, all right. Just enough for me to get a little sip. It smells very apple-y. It smells like an apple potion you'd see in like the Disney store or a Disney movie.
This was gifted to us by a couple friends of ours.
Miguel's.
Yes.
It was totally Miguel's.
Miguel and his wife.
But mainly Miguel's.
Now you can actually see the color of it because I'm not in front of a green screen.
It is very green. It looks like something out of a movie. Or like synthetic made in a lab candy.
Oh no.
That tastes like if you tried to make a medicine out of apples and you got only the worst part of apples.
I don't know if it's worth the calories.
It's not. I feel like it's something that should taste better considering the amount of sugar in it.
It's not terrible.
But it has a sort of like bitter edge to it, which I think is the haunted apple aspect.
Yes.
I'm going to go deliver the goods onto the child, and then I shall return.
For Battlers of Bethesda opening?
Yeah.
Are we doing that or are we doing Foundations first?
We close with Foundations.
Okay. Can you also bring me back a pair of gloves? So start off with Battlers of Bethesda. We have opened one of these. We are on the hunt for the serialized card. There's another serialized card in this set. We did in our first booster box that we ever opened for set 1, we actually pulled a serialized card. It was our first ever booster box. Okay. Okay, so the box topper for this one, I actually like this card. I think this card design is cool. It's very like cyber Venom. Oh, I have to point the camera down, don't I? That would be helpful if I actually pointed the camera at the box. Okay, now we actually have the camera pointed at the box. Okay, so here's our box topper. And I'm going to flip this camera so y'all are seeing it the correct way. There you go. And now everybody's actually looking at what they're supposed to be looking at. All right, so Chimera Cyborg is our box topper. I like this card. I think it's cool. It's very Mecha Carnage / Venom card. I like that one.
Greek mythology meets mecha.
So we just straight up opening all of these?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I told you it's going to be a good long stream where we have a party and eat yummy things and open cool things and just hang out with the people. But I said it a lot more awkwardly because, you know, I was alone and scared and I needed someone to support me.
I'm going to do what I did last time, and I'm going to separate them into the mecha side and the angel side. I don't think they necessarily matter, because I think they all have the same spread of cards, but...
I think what I finally realized after having opened several packs is, you know, on the back, how we'd like look at that list and it'd be like 84 commons.
Yeah, I realized that at the end of the last stream. That's not like what's in the box.
The amount of each type of card that exists in the set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
made me feel a little stupid for a minute there.
Yeah, it did make me feel a little dumb, but
we got there. We got there.
So there are supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
That's funny. I think that's how many are in Foundations too.
Well, I mean, that's a common.
I feel like 36.
It was for a while, but I think
30, 36.
I'm moving back towards 24. I'm going to start with the angel side. Still constantly changing how I open these things and what's the most effective way to open them.
I love how you use gloves. I'm like, nah, girl. I don't have time for that.
Pollux Pride, the Overseer, Soul Swindler, Controlled by Envy. I don't know if I pulled that one last time.
But now you have.
I have. This one, Knife Party.
Not a knife
Should I zoom in a little bit? Are we...
I mean, you could. You've got the room.
Yeah.
Got all the room.
All right. In Loving Memory, Destructive Dominion. I'm probably not going to read all of these out. Rikiri's Chain Lightning, Kinetic Shield, Desert Scrap Hunter. I don't know if I pulled that one last time. Advanced Cybernetics, Beast Tamer Chris. The Lion.
I didn't know Chris was a Beast Tamer now.
And Tamed Animal Token. This is the first set that has tokens. The previous one didn't have tokens. So this is kind of interesting because this is the card that makes the tokens. And
he came as a pair. Yeah. He needed his friend.
Hey, we got that all the way through.
We did. You did good. I'm proud of you.
Rubbish.
Not rubbish.
Lancelot, Akira, Yami. I do like Yami. Yami is up there in the new waifu list for this set.
Oh, not a replacement waifu.
Not a replacement. Cervantes gives me big Soul Calibur vibes. It's actually
pirate. That's what I was thinking of. It's so funny. Sorry.
Wait, do I have this flipped? This is flipped because all the words are backwards.
You put the words backwards?
Okay. I didn't notice that until just now. Cervantes. Nadia at full power. That one we like. We like Nadia at full power. Full Metal Betty. I should be probably separating out. Self-repair. Here's where the tokens will go. They're going in the center.
So organized.
And our foils. That one had 3 foils in it. This one,
pretty good.
Oh, this one had 3 foils too. I guess they all kind of have 3 foils, but they're different variations of foils. Nadia at full power is exciting. I like that one. Going back to this side.
I'm going to the dark side. I'm having this 7-Up, Zero Sugar Shirley Temple drink.
Non-foil Full Metal Betty. Timon. Lucy. Joanna. Indomitable Will. Bullseye. Jester Chester.
That's actually an interesting name.
This one puts the Jack in the Box token out. So this one here.
That makes sense.
Ringmaster Ray. Bad Blood. Optimal Flux. And Drunk Off Power. This one's cool. The guy taking his head off.
That's a me-coded card.
And an Omnitech Industries. We'll put that in with the tokens.
But it's a field card.
No, it's not. It's a strategy card.
It's a strategy card. A field card, but sounds like a field card. Isn't a field card. Misleading.
That's the one that changes based on what it says on the website. They actually update it over time.
So this sugar-free beverage tastes like
Here's a field card.
A watered down orange soda mixed with a little bit of cherry. But it's good. I like it. I'm not letting you have any now, I've decided.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's limited edition, so I gotta take all of it that I can.
This is the second time in the last box we had a pack that had Maury and Kelsey right next to each other. Rushing to Battle, Conjured Elixir, and Freda. Ooh, this actually might be, Freda might be the first one of these that we've gotten. I don't recall seeing this. She is definitely up there in waifu
What does
territory.
she do?
Trigger, if your field card has the name Slayer Guild's Hideout. Ooh, she goes into the Slayer Guild Hideout.
Cheers.
When this card is summoned, if your discard pile has 15 or more cards, you may shuffle it into your deck and move one of your opponent's battle rewards to your hand.
I like when you steal battle rewards.
That's cool. I like that.
The benefit is you get one of your cards back, too, because battle rewards are your things, right?
It says one of your opponent's battle rewards. Oh, yeah. So I guess if your opponent wins a battle reward, it would be one of your cards? So, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, if it's one of your opponent's battle rewards, then it would be one of your cards.
So you get your stuff back.
Jeff Orange. I am wearing gloves. I do like to wear gloves when I'm opening cards. Just because they get all the fingerprints and stuff all over them.
He's that kind of guy.
I'm also going to sleeve up Nadia at full power because that's one of the cards I really like out of this set because it goes into Dragon decks.
I feel like we haven't played a Dragon deck in a while.
Yeah, they made a comeback at the last tournament.
Did they?
I think the top two were both Dragons.
Oh.
Or at least Draconic Palace was the field card for the top two.
I feel like we haven't heard that for a while. I feel like lately it's been Slayer and Micromon.
No, it was Necropolis. Necropolis was
Plague Ice?
The big one, yeah. Which one was that? That was this side, right?
Sure.
So going back to the angel side.
Speaking of angels, remember this Shirley Temple? It's very good.
It is very good.
Do you think Shirley Temple was considered an angel in her day?
I mean, she was a child. Are children considered angels?
I don't know. Are they? Little Angels? Or no, I thought it was Little Devils. Isn't that a baseball team, Little Devils?
Little Devil is a card in Primal.
Oh, do you know what it does?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh.
Secret Weapon. I think we can pull one, though. Air Magic. Our other foil, and Holy King Angelo. I think this might be the first time we've pulled this also.
Holy King Angelo.
He has Promote for a air. Activate target one in-play character. Your turn. Main. Air. Deal 1 damage to the target. If your field card has the name Graceful Palace, you may deal 1 additional damage to the target. And if you do, discard this card. Another Omnitech. I'm pretty sure he is... I know we have Graceful Palace. In the last opening, we ended up getting, I think, all of the field cards.
Which is always handy. I feel like the problem we had when we first started playing was there was one field card we could never draw.
We didn't have Necropolis originally. And
at the time, there wasn't enough to compensate for that lack for it to have a field card. It being the Plague Ice deck, which was frustrating. But now we have all the things.
Now we have all of the field cards. And he looks cool. Like, I'm very excited to build out of this set. I haven't put anything together, but I've started brewing in my mind. In my mind palace.
Your mind palace is brewing?
My mind palace is brewing.
Are you making mead?
Zeus is female in this.
I mean, I feel like Zeus in actual Greek mythology would play a Loki and disguise himself at times to get the ladies. I mean, that was his thing. I think he turned into a swan once in a bowl.
Oh, there's one of the me-coded cards. The crazy with a giant weapon.
Yep, that is definitely you. Definitely. Yep.
Sasuke's inner demon. Sasuke!
Sasuke doesn't have inner demons. All of his demons are on the outside.
Naval warfare.
I'm sorry, man.
That image definitely looked more lewd than I thought it was at first. It is not as lewd as I originally thought it was. Because she's wearing a sweater, which is not what it initially looked like. Locating the target. Morgana. She a robot.
LeFay. Not LeFay? Not
Lost
LeFay.
Knowledge. This also may be a first. I don't remember if we pulled one of these in the last box. Negate the target's effect this turn, then move up to X cards from the discard pile to the bottom of your deck. X equals the target's turn cost.
Carefully. They're molten gold, Jeremy.
Molten gold? Like Velveeta? Liquid gold.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, that was the slogan. So, Vincent.
Vincent?
Celine.
Selene?
It's a nice design. I like that. So, these we started off with 2 vampires. Luna.
Luna?
Luna, we have a Halloween promo for. Yingao, Lancelot, Akira, An Old Pollux Tale, Arrival, Drunk Off Power. That's the third one we've pulled. Party time.
I do like parties. This is a panda party. There ain't no party like a panda party.
Amplified Strength. It looks a lot like slime.
And a panda party's pop band.
Yes, that was a valid response to what I said. Arrival.
I was backtracking a bit. Jeremy?
But yeah, he looks like the guy from Slime. Which side was that from? That
You
was
mean
from
like
this
the
side.
midget Rimuru midget?
What?
Well, Rimuru looks like a...
His human form, yeah.
Yeah. I just want y'all to know that I'm looking at this on a delay.
Don't watch it on the delay. Just watch me. You can literally look straight at me, exactly what's happening.
It's hard to see you, Jeremy. I'm a midget. I'm lost behind technical things.
Now use that word 3 times in the span of 2 minutes.
I'm a fun-sized individual trapped behind technology, and I cannot escape. Happy now, Jeremy?
No quarter given. Indomitable Will. Gaio. Teresa. Is this a different Teresa version? Zeus. The Overseer. EMP Shield. Now we just need somebody to explain to us what an EMP is in front of a bunch of screens. Hanger 13. Katana. This is Katana. Don't get on her bad side because her sword traps the souls of her enemies. Here's from Suicide Squad.
You think I've seen Suicide Squad?
It was the first one. It's been memed to high holy hell. Everybody knows that part of it.
Jeremy, we've discussed this. Here's a rock, right? Lane lives under the rock.
50 strong. I don't think we've pulled that yet. It's funny because everybody in that movie gets this really intricate, like, music video style explanation. Oh, I don't know which side this came from. I guess I have messed it up. No, it's had to be this side because this one's shorter. But everybody got this whole intricate music video with graphics and everything explaining who they were. And then Katana just hops on the helicopter and Rick Flag's literally like, this is Katana. She's on my side. You better not get on her bad side because her sword traps the souls of her enemy. She'll cut you in half just like mowing the lawn or something stupid like that.
But
Dynamo Richie, that's a good card.
As that line in X-Men where it's like, hey, do you know what happens to toads when they're struck by lightning? Yeah, it's the same thing that happens to everything else when it's struck by lightning. That was arguably the worst line of cinema, like, ever.
Yeah, it's got its charm.
Does it, though?
This is a good card. Fire Altar, field card. Astral Gate, field card. Herbal Storage Room, field card.
That's a lot of field
Hajar's
cards.
Hand, field card.
What? Was it 4 field cards in a row?
Yeah, that's what happened last time, too. We ended up hitting one. that had all of the field cards in it. Holy Pure Light. I don't know who this person is that's on the Holy Pure Light card, but...
Isn't Holy and Pure slightly redundant?
No. Yangao foil, Henry foil, Hanger 13.
What happened to the other 12 hangers? That's what I want to know. Are they in the pack?
I don't know. We haven't pulled them.
We have to find out. What exactly are you hoping for out of this pack at this point?
The serialized card is the one that I'm hoping for, but I'm really just like, I want some legend rares.
So like other than like the obvious, like we want like the high value cards, like what are you thinking would be the most ideal to get in terms of making our decks and making them synergize, taking us to the next step?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we have a decent, at this point, even without even finishing out this, we already have a decent spread. That is a wonky card art. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Oh my God, Jer, I was hoping you wouldn't say that, but you did, and here we are. Think of the children, Jeremy. Sorry,
oh, Tomas the Dragon Slayer. Oh, we have Tomas, and now we have Tomas's transformation.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool. The Knight Male Mage Weapon Blade named Tomas.
What?
Trigger, target one in-play character. When this card is put into play using transformation, you may deal 2 damage to the target. If the target has dragon, you may negate the target's effect and expel it instead. So this is like an anti-dragon. Mama Ganesha.
Not Mama Macaroni?
Not Mama Macaroni.
What did Mama Macaroni do? She's still in the kitchen?
I think Mama Macaroni is a god. That's my prediction.
Back in the kitchen.
She's the god of the kitchen.
There's got to be a god of the kitchen somewhere.
I mean, there's gods of food and such.
I mean, there's Dionysus, who's literally the god of drink. So there's got to be a god of food. And then there's Hestia, the goddess of the hearth and home, which I think is like food adjacent, really. And then they're gods of the harvest, goddesses too.
Oh, while we're on the topic, why has most of the anime we've watched been bad this season?
Too much talking. Stuff needs to happen.
This is the guy I was talking about that looked like slime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with Poseidon, like that's a trident in the corner, right?
No.
It's a little lightning bolt.
What? Yeah, he's got like a lightning spell thing, and he's got a curved staff.
Oh, from across the table, it looks like a trident. Fun fact.
Junker Mouse. But yeah, it's a lot of people talking about the things that they're gonna do, and then taking a really long time to actually do them. This is very different artwork from everything else. Stowaway hunt. Be hunting them stowaways, but he's got a hat, so he's got to be important.
And I feel like a lot of the storylines have really come out of left field, and I feel like they're dropping too many threads.
Oregon.
Like, let's take ReZero, for example. Okay, we've talked about the Sin Archbishops, and we've fought the Sin Archbishops, and we've done, like, the witches, cults, and whatever. But then they barely mention Rem, who is, only the best character in the entire series, and she's just like...
Spoilers for ReZero if you're not caught up on the ReZero. Not like heavy spoilers, but...
I mean, I feel like you should have seen season 1 right now. But, like, that feels off. And then we have Denmachi that's like, hey, this character we've barely mentioned in 4 seasons?
They're super important now.
Yeah. And we're just going to invent feelings that I'm pretty sure we weren't there, but we're going to act like they're there. Oh, and also Amelia gets a boo job.
Yeah.
Between seasons, and no one comments about it.
Nobody comments on it.
No one notices. She's using enhancement slime magic. She learned from the Eminence in Shadow how to use the slimes to make the boobays better.
It's because there's a lack of Rem right now in the show, and Rem was the boobs of the show, so you have to add in more boobs in the character that's getting a lot of screen time.
But why? Why is she getting the screen time, Jeremy? That's what I need to know.
Because she's the love interest.
Yeah, but we don't love her. We're not interested, and we as the viewers and the readers should have more power than Subaru's own will.
Inherited wings. They're not his wings. He inherited them.
Because we keep the story going.
Drake.
Without us, there is no story. So maybe they should just throw Amelia out the proverbial window and bring Rem back like everybody wants.
This guy is a transformation from young Drake.
I'm just saying, that would be a much more suitable way of solving this problem.
Yeah.
Of boredom within ReZero.
I think young Drake was better than old Drake.
Them some fighting words, man.
Yeah.
I feel like
Drake should go back to being Jimmy. But Drake was cooler when he was Jimmy. He was rolling around Degrassi in a wheelchair. That was wheelchair Drake was best Drake.
But wasn't that after there was some sort of like school trauma crisis shooting?
I mean, there's always something happening all the time, so
that's
probably.
True. That's the Degrassi way. You're right. I should know better. I'm sorry.
No, but that's why he was in the wheelchairs. He got shot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I thought you meant in the real world. I was like, yeah, that happens all the time. But
no, I'm talking about
Graceful
the show.
Palace. Hey, we were just referencing that before. Sasuke's inner demon. Betty.
So which faction are you most interested in right now?
The Mecha faction seems really interesting.
So they're the newest faction to join the scene.
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of them. There's the Therian faction. There's the vampires. There's stuff that builds on the Slayers.
Well, I thought the Slayers had vampires in them already.
No.
Like a handful? No, they didn't?
I don't think so. Like the Slayer starter deck you're talking about?
Yeah, I thought it had a vampire in it.
I don't believe so, but I could be wrong.
It looked vampiric at the very least. Could be mistaken for a pirate.
Ways to use air magic to kill people that they don't show you in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I feel like they do at one point show you that.
I'm pretty sure they do. Although it's been a while.
There's young Drake. Hey, he turns into Drake. So now we got both. So we should just call him Jimmy.
Jimmy
The
Neutron.
Golden Lady. I'm pretty sure that's new. I don't think I've seen it before. Marco foil.
Polo.
And Mimi's Vacation. Mimi always getting put into these weird situations.
Nobody loves Mimi apparently.
No, everybody loves Mimi. That's why she gets putting out all the cards.
But she's put in weird situations, so maybe secretly no one likes Mimi.
She's a pirate. Pirates get put in weird situations.
Pirates are probably still my favorite faction. I like stealing stuff.
I was building up your pirate deck recently.
Oh. This is news. You should tell me more about that.
I don't remember off the top of my head exactly what I put into it, but I was just kind of making the playset a little bit better. Like adding, because when you originally built it, we didn't have access to as many cards as we did later on.
We also had the earliest printings of the cards, so we had like the equivalent of vanilla cards in Magic in the deck, but now they have abilities.
Yeah.
Everything's better now.
Which side? Go Golden Lady's over there. So
and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, within the context of competition, even if you have the earlier edition of the card, it's supposed to play like the new one. You just have to know what the new ability is.
You have to have a copy of the card to show.
Oh.
So meaning you have to not only have the play set of the card, you have to have an extra card that has the actual text on it to show. Is my understanding on how the rules work. So you don't need just a play set, you need 4. Ooh, another Dynamo Richie.
Obviously that's going in a little sleevey boy. Little sleevey boy.
It's a good card. Just that and the Nadia's at full power. I'm excited. They're going to go into my dragons. That was from this.
Your dragons.
Fire Altar, Astral Gate, Herbal Storage Room, and another one that has 4 field cards, the same 4 field cards in a row.
That seems like a flaw in package design.
Or maybe they're designed like that, so they give you Power Station. This is I think we pulled one last time, but this is one. I think this is only the second one of these that we've pulled.
One more, and then we'll have the set.
No, it's a field card.
Oh.
It's just one of the ones we haven't pulled that much.
See.
Trigger, when you activate a character's rush effect, so this one's for rush, that character gets +1/+1 this turn. You may activate rush effects twice per turn. That's pretty good. So nice if you're trying to build that mecha deck that has all the rush effects. Swifty Sam, and a naval warfare foil.
I like foils. Foils, because they're shiny, make me feel like they're better.
The foils in this game are better than the foils in Magic the Gathering, because the ones in Magic the Gathering are all curled and crappy, and I actually don't think their foiling is all that great. Like, I'll sometimes go with a regular card over the foil version. Tomas, another Lily Lollipop. Venomar, Healing Spirit Jana. I think we only got one of these in the last box. It's a nice 0 cost. So this is a Therian, and she's a mystic. Target one injured character, main or exchange of abilities. Move this card from your hand to your essence area. If your field card has an air symbol, heal the target. That's pretty nice.
I like healer cards. They're fun.
And there's not that many of them. Oh, Jimmy again. Chester Jester. Ethereal Narni.
Narnia?
No, Narni.
Narnia?
Deadly Vice is a pirate.
Is he drinking?
No, he's holding a gun.
What?
Then I pulled out my gun.
That is so not on brand.
Aerokinesis and Heavenly Blitzkrieg. But yeah, like in this game, if I have the option, I will always go with the foil over the regular card because the foils look nice.
And we say that also because they don't curl.
Also, their promos are really good.
They do have nice promos.
Their promo cards are better than the average promo card. Joanna. Full Metal Betty again. Doc. Getting some water stuff. Galahad. Galahad has like some pasties, I guess.
Getting some Knights of the Round Table up in here.
She is a female vampire cursed mage weapon blade ensign. So she's a pirate kind of and a she's a pirate and a vampire.
That's a lot of things. That's rough. It takes effort to get there.
Shelly. Makoto's Curse.
Not a curse.
I like the tattoo design. Sword of Judgment.
Swords are good.
The Foil Golden Lady. Another token. I'm going to start using Jack in the Box tokens and Tamed Animal tokens for like other card games too, because I think they're cool. What side did that come off of?
I don't remember. Well, you see, we have 3 on one side and what, 4 on the other?
Oh, yeah, I can just see it by there. Yeah, so there's 3 here, 3 there. I started on this side, so we're going to this side.
Problem solved, Jeremy. We're almost done with this box. How do you think we're doing so far?
We're getting a decent amount of the, whatever the 3 pip rarity is, which is super rares. We're getting a lot of super rares. I don't think we've gotten any secret rares besides the box topper.
I think it's like you get one
Yeah, this is the secret rare that we got. And then we haven't gotten a legendary rare yet that I've noticed.
I think it's you get one or the other. I think you get like a bonus super rare if you don't get the legend rare or something.
Yeah, they break it out in the back. Here's another Healing Spirit Jana, Gio, Swiftly Sam, Stinger, Francois Le Fiddler, Astral Gate, Sterling Townsend. I like he's like all business.
He sounds like a lawyer.
Got that arm. Yeah, Sterling Townsend, attorney at law. He's a lieutenant. Zala Enraged, that's cool. So it's a Zala transformation, which is nice. That goes in with the Nadia. I'm actually going to sleeve it because I'm probably going to use it.
I have more like loose, random, discarded, sad, lonely sleeveys over here if you need them.
Yeah, I have a decent amount over there, though.
No one wants you guys. I'm sorry, man. I tried to find you a nice home, but Jeremy was like, nah. You can't have a home. That's mean, man.
Red Demon.
You hurt their feelings.
Live performance. Stairs of Grace. If your field card has the name Graceful Palace, discard 1 card from your hand, and if you do, search your deck for 1 air card and add it to your hand. That's pretty good. Like just a straight up air tutor. That's pretty nice.
Now he's ignoring the fact that I said you hurt your poor feelings. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get you a home. You can have a home later.
I'm sure they will find a home when we
when you
we open more stuff because we're opening the Foundations.
and another box of Battlers of Bethesda
I
and
think we
bonus
would
things.
have to do Foundations next, or are we going to do Battles of Bethesda next?
Well, I figured we'd keep the primals together, and then we'll end things with
Conjured Elixir, Blazing Tackle. We got 2 of these cards in the same. So we got Hat Trick non-foil, Hat Trick foil. Search your deck for 1 card, character card with Circus added to your hand. So there's a Circus tutor. I don't think there's been that many Circus cards. The Circus ones are the ones that make the tokens. So, and there's a handful. There's like the Ringmaster. There's the Jester guy. Oh no, I put it on the wrong side.
Jeremy.
Okay, there we go.
Could you?
I also didn't separate out the foils. And this is supposed to go there.
Jeremy, I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, man.
Just disappointed.
Just disappointed.
Okay.
2 more each. Ooh. I also think the Foundations will be much faster because it's Jumpstart and like 5 or 7 of them are lands each time. You know?
Microsphere Guardian looks kind of cool.
You look kind of cool.
Thanks.
Your new Judgment Day shirt that I bought for you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
The high ground.
It's over
All
again.
rise.
I have the high ground.
That was the wrong side again. What is wrong with me?
I don't know, man. It's been a long day. It's Thursday. It's basically Friday. Your brain's like, I don't have to do anything anymore, man.
I think that's fine. Whatever. No, wait. This side. I guess it doesn't matter because I end up just putting them back in the box in one pile anyway. Ooh.
That's true.
I hit my microphone.
It's okay, Jeremy. We know you're still friends. You've got this, Jer. They're all things we've seen before, Jeremy.
Yes. This one we haven't gotten a lot of. Robot or Blaster requirement. 2 characters in the same team. Target stat value becomes 0 this turn. So you're targeting 2 cards and making them 0/0s.
Ooh.
Daredevil Swap. Ooh.
It's shiny.
I don't know if we've gotten that's not shiny, but I don't know if we've gotten that one. Exchange all of the cards in your hand with the same number of cards on the top of your deck, then shuffle your deck and draw 1 card. That's a pretty good card. Honestly. Like you have a deck, a hand that's not great. Victor. Francois. This one doesn't have a rarity marker.
Flawed card.
EMP shield.
Worth extra money.
Unless I'm just misunderstanding. No, it doesn't look like it has a... Unless that means because it has nothing, it means it's... Oh, it just means it's a common.
Oh. That's sad. He's just a common.
It looks nice, though. It's colorful.
I do like colorful things.
All right, this side.
Second to last pack. Do we get the numbers on the card? I'm blanking on what that's called. Serialized. There we go. Oh, that's pretty.
It's the Pope.
Oh my God, not the Pope.
The Pope.
Not the Pope.
It's kind of nice. I like that art. The show in the tent.
That sounds like it's not going to be a good time.
It's for the circus. An old Pollock's tale, Indomitable Will, the show in the tent are our foils, and another token. I feel like we don't need as many tokens as we're getting.
You never know, man. Never know. Let's go out with a bang, Jeremy. Let's get some really good cards in this pack, okay? We have high hopes for you. High hopes for you. Feel the pressure.
I just want 1 legend rare. I'd be happy with 1 legend rare. Another Dynamo, Richie. Do upgrade, mech suit, Drake's Castle. That's a new field card that we haven't gotten. I mean, we got in the last thing, but not this time. Project Maury and Kelsey. That goes with the Maury and Kelsey that we pulled earlier. Another Stairs of Grace. no quarter given, and a show in the tent that is foil. So, in terms of overall, I don't know if we did better or worse than last time.
I feel like we're pretty on par.
Yeah.
So that means we can only go up or down from here.
That's true. So let me see.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
So here is a, what's it? 3 is super rare, right? So oh, I could have sworn we pulled more than this. There's another one. Here. Dynamo Richie apparently is a common.
Well, that's probably why we got him in like half the packs. Like mathematically, that checks out.
He was very important to competitive play prior to the set coming out because you were able to get it, get him early in the what are they called? The deluxe packs. But now that he's out as a common, probably not as important of a buy.
Much easier to get to. He's appearing pretty regularly in the packs.
Okay, we're definitely lower than I thought we were.
That means things can only get better, Jeremy.
That is true.
Things can only improve. Gotta be positive, man. Gotta be positive. We can do it. We can do it. We can get a serialized card. We can get a nice legend rare. We can get the shiny things in the next box.
Beast Tamer Chris, I am going to put into a
Sleeve.
sleeve.
That sounded weird.
These
That sounded very weird.
the high rarity ones out of there.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad. The I think we pulled more in the last one though.
So we can only go uphill, like I was saying.
I know. All right, so we're just gonna go straight into the next one. Do you want to do it on another unboxing first for something else?
So surprise unboxing. I'm centered, right? You can see it good.
Yeah, you can see it.
So I got this at Newberry Comics. It's an animal bakery figure. It was adorable, so obviously I had to get one. There are about 6 little guys in here, and
6 little dudes.
The secret little guy. So there's like a panda, there's a sheep, an elephant, rabbit, dog, and a cat, and you're most likely to get the panda, which I don't mind because I freaking love pandas, but I'm going to see if maybe I don't get a panda and I get one of the other cute little mystery loafs instead. Really excited for this one, and I feel like it's on brand. We're having snacks, we're opening cards, we're opening things. Why not? So I'm just gonna... Oh, that really didn't open very well. It's like a Band-Aid up top, too. It's kind of weird. Okay. Which one of these cute little loafs will I get? Last minute loaf. Loaf guess. Everyone, see all the loaves?
Panda.
Guess your loaf. So Jeremy's locked in. Panda. Well, it comes in a little bakery bag. It says Animal Bakery on it. And it has only the panda on the box, so I guess that's the favorite. And I open it up, and it is in fact a little panda. Look at him.
Oh, you actually get the panda?
Yeah, I mean, you're most likely to get the panda, so.
Oh.
It says there's 6 kinds: panda, 5 out of 36, sheep, 1 out of 6, elephant, 1 out of 6, cat, 1 out of 6, dog, 1 out of 6, rabbit, 1 out of 6, may contain secret, 1 out of 36.
Oh.
So mathematically, this doesn't check out, but I mean, he's adorable. He feels really soft and smooth too, and he looks like he's just baked to golden brown perfection, and I love him. You like my new loaf?
I do.
You like my loaf? He's going on my shelf, my little loaf. And there, even though he's got a tiny little paint blemish on the side, we'll hide it. No one will know. I love my loaf. And now, while Jeremy's preparing to open his second box, I saw these in the store earlier, and I just had to try them because I love sweet potatoes, and I feel like because they're so expensive, I never buy them, but these were reasonably priced, and they're Spudsy sweet potato fries with sea salt. It comes in different flavors, but this is the one that appealed to me the most. So here we are. I'm going to try them. I'm going to see if they're good. Is it as good as a real live baked sweet potato? I don't know, but I will start by saying they look like veggie straws. I don't know which straw is the orange one, but it definitely looks like an orange veggie straw. A little crimpier. Same weird, I came out of a bag generic smell. And, tastes exactly like a salted veggie fry. Like literally no different than a veggie fry. Now I like veggie fries, but I would like to think that vegetables have a more distinct flavor than they do, but they don't. Vegetables just taste like sad, or at least that's what Uncle Roger has taught me. So here I am tasting the sad vegetables in straw form, which tastes like all the other veggie straws. Would you like a fake veggie straw, Jeremy? Or are you trying to keep your hands pristine?
Oh, I didn't grab another pair of gloves.
So maybe Jeremy will come around to my side and speak into my microphone.
Not as tasty as I was expecting.
He says not as tasty as he was expecting. I don't know what that means. I don't know what he was expecting, but
I was expecting them to just be like more flavorful in general.
He wanted more flavor. I also want to learn how to keep everything on screen when I'm talking, because I'm apparently very bad at that. But we already knew that. We've established that in past streams and events. But, I mean, they're not bad. They're not great. They just don't taste like sweet potato. They're very salty, too.
I'm being very cat-coated right now, and I'm just throwing everything on the floor. I'm pushing it off the table onto the floor. I'm going to roll this up real quick.
You're just putting it directly on the table?
What? No.
Oh, no, you're drinking.
I am going to pour my drink.
All right, I'm going to go put these away while Jeremy pours his drink. Can you entertain the people?
Yes. Sippy cup. Closer to the mic. Mozart dark chocolate liqueur. 17% alcohol. I also just love how the bottle looks like one of those, what's it, the Ferrero Rocher or whatever. Is that what they are? The ones that are shaped like an orange?
Yep. Ferrero Rocher with a hazelnut in them.
This warning label is making it so I cannot open this. There we go. At least it's nice and easy to cut the warning label. I'm expecting this to look like a cream, but I don't know if it is. It does kind of look like a cream. So that's what it looks like. It looks kind of like coffee. Let's just see. What exactly it looks like. I'm pretty sure I can just make this focus on my face. Maybe not? Oh no. My camera turned. Why did you do that? I was trying to just make it focus on my face, but it did not want to do that. Camera, look at my face. Now it's upside down. Okay. We're getting there. You'd think that this would be easier. Flip vertically. Hey, we got it. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to try this, and then I have stuff to mix with it. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna put a little more in there. And now, oh, we're gonna get bougie.
And boozy?
Bougie and boozy. Let's show what we got here. So we got two things.
Beep.
that we can add to this. We have Grand Marnier, which is a orange flavored liqueur. Again, this is flipped. I don't know how that ended up happening again.
And I am invisible.
No, you're not.
Oh, now I'm visible. And now you're upside down. Beep.
And then we have Chambord, which is, I believe, black raspberry, right? Yes, black raspberry.
You're so smart.
We're going to start with the Chambord. We're going to mix it with the dark chocolate liqueur. Ooh. And we're going to make like a...
How much % alcohol? That's the important thing.
I mean, they're both liqueurs, so they're not much. This is 17%, and this is 16.5. So basically 17% for both. Let's see. Cordials are more like sugar than anything. It tastes like a boot. You want to try this?
No, I'm good.
You like raspberry, don't you?
I do.
Try it. Just take a little sip.
Okay.
It tastes like a dark chocolate covered raspberry. You got it. It's slowly going up there. I mean, you don't like alcohol, but that tastes pretty good for alcohol.
It's so bitter.
It's alcohol.
It smells a lot like chocolate, and I have like a burnt chocolate taste on my tongue now.
I think that's pretty good, honestly. That's pretty good. That was worth the wait.
I think my Panda Loaf is better.
I'll have to wait until the next one that I pour before do I want to put a little more in there and mix a little more.
That could be a health potion in D&D. Both of them, actually.
That's actually one of the reasons why I got these bottles, because they literally look like health potions. I have some empty ones in there.
They're health potions too, by the way.
Health potions. Oh no, I just started drinking. You can't be slurring words already. I'm gonna put a little bit in here, a little bit more, just a smidge more.
I mean, he says as he continues to pour, and the thing gets more and more full, increasingly full.
A little bit more Chambord. We're about halfway, and then I'll be able to sip on that as I open up my next Battlers of Bethesda box.
Are you excited?
Actually, hey, could you put this back in the fridge?
I could.
Please and thank you. The Grand Marnier can also go in there, and the Chambord. And I'll show off this little thing here, which currently, because I'm zoomed, nobody can see it. But when we're unzoomed, you can see it. And it is going to be a new part of our set. It is a little crystal and a stand with a picture of Elaine and I from when we were in Canada, and it says "Je t'aime" on it, which means I love you in France land, and mini France land known as Montreal. But yeah, so that is a new mainstay of our set now. And periodically, because I got it for Elaine, it will get to go on Elaine's desk sometimes.
Thanks, Jer.
But I am going to move on to the next box. I'm going to wait until the last second to put on the gloves, because the gloves make my hands sweat. And we're going to figure out, let's just tabletop it. Can I just hit desk view? Nope, that's my crotch. Apparently that's where the camera wanted to go. Hey, we are back. I'm going to make it even better. There we go. Even better view. Okay. Let's roll out the ambassador mat once again for Primal TCG. We got some chat activity. Let's get some more chat activity, y'all. I see there's some concurrent views, some concurrent viewers. thank you for all of you showing up to watch us open. We have the Magic the Gathering coming up soon. And we're about to dive back into Battlers of Bethesda. So let's see our box topper. We got Morgan as a box topper. Our secret rare. I move this a little bit so it's not in the way. Oh, that is Elaine's camera that is showing that. We're going to get rid of her thing right now. And when she comes back, we'll put it back. So I'll take these out. You know what? We're not even going to... We're just going to open them pack after pack, not concerning which side they're on. So then I don't have to worry about keeping track of which side I'm opening. And I feel good about this pack. I feel good about this box. Very good about this box. We're gonna scoot in. We're gonna get nice and comfy. We got Morgan as our secret rare, Elaine.
Morgan! Oh, I forgot my glasses. I gotta come back.
Okay. Moving them off to the side. Start. Gloves on. Hey, can you do me a favor? You grab me that napkin right there. Grab me a clean napkin, please. All right. First pack. Surprise attack. Bloodlust. I don't think we pulled that in all of the last box. I'm pretty sure this is Victor, but he got some damn good peck cleavage there. Final Showdown. No Quarter Given. Indomitable Will. Amplified Strength. Trish of the Flames. This is another one we didn't pull in the last box. It's a nice art. Bullseye. Ringmaster Ray. Another foil Show in the Tent. Foil Lucy. And a foil Doc. So I've decided we're only going to separate out the super rares or higher.
Oh. It's a good decision. I think it'll work out for us. Okay, another Lucy, Holy Pure Light. I want to know what character this is. I feel like there's a character card that has this, and I think we pulled one of them in the last box, but that's in this art. Conjured Elixir, Swifty Sam, a Trish of the Flames. After not pulling any of them, we pulled two in the first two packs of this one. Ripping action.
Rubbish. Pollock's Pride. Be cool to get a hold of the promo one that has the Puerto Rican flag on it, because it was an exclusive to the Puerto Rican 5K. Knife Party, Ringmaster Ray. I want to see how viable the circus deck is.
It's a party. It doesn't matter.
Stowaway Hunt, Amplified Strength foil. Locating the target foil. Heraldic Pride Leo, Junker Mouse, Morgana, Big Pinky.
Big Pinky.
Marco, Betty, Lost Knowledge, 50 Strong, Mimi's Vacation, Rushing to Battle. This is a counter.
Ooh.
Target one character until the end of this turn. Change the target's effect to the following. Rush, discard one card from your hand. Wait, what? So you'd rush, which discards a card from your hand, and then the effect is that you discard one card from your hand. Interesting. Morgana. Young Drake. Little Jimmy action.
Jimmy Neutron. You know what's funny? I can hear that like Jimmy Neutron sound like in my head from the opening, but I can't reproduce it.
I can't even hear it. I never watched Jimmy Neutron.
You're a little older than me, so you missed it. Yeah.
I do have the what's it called? The bluey music stuck in my head because of working in the children's hospital. Plays in the background all the time.
Sorry, Jer.
Party time. Excellent. Final showdown. Advanced cybernetics. So we've not hit a super rare yet.
We can get there though. There's still time. We can even hit a serialized card.
Swifty Sam, Stinger, did you call Destina? Thomas, Lily Lollipop. Now we have a full set of Lily Lollipop.
That's exciting.
Project Maury and Kelsey, Easy Fix, Divine Decree, Deadly Vice, Optimal Flux, and Goliath. During this turn, this card cannot be the target of opponent's ability cards, is the Rush ability. That's interesting. And it has a sent out to attack, expel 2 character cards with Mecha from your discard pile and deal 1 damage to the target.
We've got this, man. Rip that pack open.
Lancelot, Akira, Dynamo Richie.
How many Dynamo Richies do we have now?
We got, just out of the last 2 boxes, we got 3, I think. Hat Trick, High Ground, Lost Knowledge, Heavenly Smite. I'm pretty sure Heavenly Smite is the one that has the serialized version, but this is not it. Bloodlust, and another Drake. Hey, there's our first super rare. Super rare.
We did it, guys. We got there.
Now we have 2 Drakes.
We do.
And we have like 3 Jimmies. So we can get that Drake on the field. Dynamo, now that I learned he was a common, is just going to go into the pile. Next one. Okay, here do we have 4 field cards in a row again? No.
That's exciting. And surprising.
50 strong. Kinetic Shield. Target 1 ability card or activate effect on the chain. Instigator. The Rush. Sacrificial Beast. I don't know if this is... Oh. What? It's like a little elephant guy getting sacrificed.
Don't tell that to Amanda. She would be very upset. Very upset.
Tony Ready to Rock foil. And another Morgan. So we've got the secret rare, or the secret rare version of Morgan, and now we've gotten the super rare version in this box. We got also in the last box.
We doing good. We doing good. You think this box is doing better so far?
I don't know. But I think the thing is I haven't built oh no, what did I do with the other one? Did I just put it back?
Put a sleeved card in that pile. I saw it.
Yeah. I haven't done enough with this set to figure out like the strength of the cards. Because there are a lot of cards that aren't necessarily like super, super rare that are just good cards. I like the artwork on this one. Pollock's Judgment. Arrival. Oh, this is a nice foil version of the Mikoto's Curse. I would say Mikoto's Tattoo because it's basically... I'll separate it because I like that one. Blanco. That one looks kind of cool. I like the artwork on that one too.
We'll have to see after we've had more experience with this set if we think it's better than the original set that was on Kickstarter.
It is definitely more complicated than the original set.
But that also makes sense. Like, I feel like you want to start easy, and then as your player base gets accustomed to the game, start adding more complicated mechanics as they start to get comfortable. Starting the other way around probably wouldn't work out very well.
A foil Jester Chester. Now we have a full play set between the two boxes of the Jester Chester. But yeah, there's a lot more interaction now.
That's true.
Which is something that the game was lacking initially.
Well, they had vanilla cards in the first set.
Yeah.
And I think there were like
all the
4
vanilla
or
cards
5
became
of them.
regular.
Yeah.
Became effect cards.
Anything exciting in there, Jer? Anything
This is our
catching
second one of these that we've pulled. Blaze. Interesting.
For some reason, that made me think of that scene in Dodgeball where Globo Gym guy is like rattling off the names of his dodgeball team, and he's like, Blazer, Laser. I want to say Taser. It's been a while. I don't remember the name.
Taser Face.
And then there's like, was it like Ivankovich or something was the woman? I don't know. But
and the big guy was named Michel.
Michel. Yeah, that guy pops up in movies when you least expect it. He's just like suddenly there, and you're like, hey, it's that guy. He's one of those actors.
Full playset of Trish of the Flames.
That's exciting.
Indomitable Will, Inherited Wings.
What do you think this game really needs to add to like bring it to the next level?
I don't know, because I think the one thing it was missing was a lot of interaction, and they kind of added interaction. So I think the more we get a chance to play with the new stuff, I think we'll actually see that it's kind of like it's where it needs to be considering how long it's been around. Because I think it doesn't need to overcomplicate itself, because at this point Magic is overcomplicated. Like,
yeah.
I don't need I don't need to build up a stack that has so many interactions on it where the whole table's involved, and I just think it's too much. I would like to see multiplayer rules. I think that would be kind of cool.
You mean like more than 2 players, which is essentially all we have at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't just play with more people, but it would be cool to have like official multiplayer rules if they don't already have them. I also think that the number of cards in the deck could be fudgeable a bit, and maybe thinking about 4 of instead of 3 of as a potential.
Yeah. I think the benefit, though, to keeping things 2-player is like, yeah, it can be unfair if you get like really unlucky. But the problem with like a 3 or a 4-player pod is that it can often get imbalanced, because I feel like typically people pick on like the one person who becomes an early threat. Mm-hmm. And that's just like how every single game with 4 people goes. I
feel like Primal, though, never puts you in a situation where you're like a threat to the whole table, because of the limitations you have of only being able to summon 1 thing per turn and only being able to attack with 3 groups. And I mean, unless you changed it where you can only you can attack or block with 3 per person, or like things like that, and only having groups of 3, like you never end up with a situation like in Magic where I have 36 1/1s to swing at the whole table. Yeah. Like, that situation never comes up. So I think it's a little less oppressive, like where Magic is just broken at times. I don't think Primal's at a point where it can be like broken like that. But I mean, over time, you never know where it's going to get to. Formulated Dragon Energy Surge. That's interesting. I don't know if we've gotten it. If we got it, we got it in the first box. We didn't get it last box.
This is box number 3, folks.
Ooh. We didn't get this in the last box. I do not remember if we got it in the previous box. Sasaki Blazing. He's got like Super Saiyan hair.
He does have Super Saiyan hair. He looks like a demon.
At the end of your turn, if your effects discarded 5 or more cards from the top of your opponent's deck, you may draw a card. So he gets the effect for burn, which is exciting that there's a burn support. I thought burn was going to be one of those mechanics that kind of got left behind, because they seemed like once they eroded some of the cards that they were kind of nerfing burn.
Yeah.
Which I was not happy about, because like the first deck tech that we did on the channel, I think the only deck tech we did on the channel was Dragging to Burn, and that was the old versions of the cards. Back when we first pulled the like opened the first boxes, the Awakened Primordials Kickstarter boxes.
Yeah. The old boys.
But Burn was something I really liked, and then I thought it was not viable anymore after seeing the meta switch to Necro and them kind of errataing a lot of the Burn cards. I do like this one might be one of my favorite pieces of art that they've done. I like the character design.
It is a very pretty card. It's got cool wings. It's got cool color.
I love that they put the artists on there, and they feature the artists on the website.
It is a nice touch.
Another power station.
We have a lot of power stations now.
I think we have 3. Because I think we pulled one out of the first Bethesda box that I opened, and then we pulled one last box.
That's much.
We pulled one this box. There's the 4 in a row. 5 in a row. 6 in a row.
What?
The 6 field cards in a row.
That's like half the pack, isn't it?
It is basically half the pack.
How many cards? Is it 14 cards or 12 in a pack?
It is 12 cards. That is half the pack.
That is literally half the pack.
Half the pack was field cards.
I mean, they're handy, but we only need so many of those. I'm just saying.
It's not like you need a play set of field cards.
No.
But then when you make multiple decks, you don't have to switch them back and forth. Though I feel like if you're going to have a card that you switch back and forth, it's easy enough to switch their field card back and forth.
Yeah.
Vincent, Celine. I feel like every time we've pulled Vincent, it's been followed by Celine. We could go back and look. But Shutting. Blaze. Hey, we are coming down towards, so far these are not super rare. So these are the 3 super rares we've pulled.
So we're not doing super hard.
No. Maybe that means that there's a legend rare in here to make up for the fact.
Maybe. Let's dream. Let's hope. Then let our hopes be dashed upon the rocks at the shore when we open that final pack and realize it was all for naught.
Secret weapon.
And there's no
not
reason
yet full power. Not yet full power. I am going to put there. Battle of Bethesda. I think this might be only the second one of these. If we pulled it in the first box, I cannot remember. But it is the namesake of the set.
That's true. What does it do?
It's a promote card. Discard 1 card with promote from your hand and move cards equal to the card's promote value from the top of your deck to your essence area. Max 3. Move up to 2 air cards from your essence area to your hand. So it's cycling cards around, which is not bad.
Come on, Pax. What do we have?
That is also a super rare. And Nadia Full Power is not a super rare, but I feel like we don't get her very often. So I'm going to sleeve her. And it's also a cool looking, I think it's a cool looking
You think
card.
Everything's cool looking.
I mean, a big thing for this game in general is the artwork.
That's true.
A big thing that draws me towards it. The effect of Nadia Full Power is it's the alternate transformation, because you have the Dragon Age transformation, and then you have this one, which is put in play, and then there's like a cost. Discard the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck, or move 1 fire card from your discard pile to your hand. So you can discard the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck, so you're burning them essentially. And if you have the Blazing Sasuke, that you would trigger him because it's 5. And valid, this card gains mecha in all areas, so it also counts as a mecha card.
So what, 3 more packs? 2 more packs?
5 more packs.
I can't count. That's what we learned today. Kings and queens and in-betweens. Elaine can't count. I'm taking after you. We've been hanging out too long. You couldn't count, now I can't count. You contaminated me.
With the inability to count. My dyscalculia has spread. We had a lot of Francois the Fiddlers, which I guess makes sense because it's a common.
Francois.
BA7. Absorption. I want to know who the character on Absorption is.
Turn it. Turn it. Turn it.
I don't think we've gotten this character as a character. Another
look
Stairs
at
of
that.
Grace. I mean, if you're going to have a deck based off of the Graceful Palace, you're going to want a set of those. So, Jasmine.
Jasmine?
This is the one we looked at where it was like the design's a little weird because it makes it look like she's pregnant.
Yeah. I remember that. I made that comment. I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh. Okay. Oh, what was this for? This from before?
Yeah, I think you just put them there. I mean, you're making a very big stack of cards.
A very big stack here.
I don't think it's going to fit in the binder I got you.
For
sorting your primal cards.
No, we're beyond that. We're in I need to move them into a
big old box.
A big box kind of territory. New upgrade, Mecha Suit, Wrath of the King, Air Magic, Essence Whip, Stinger, BA7, Tony Ready to Rock, Goliath, Pollux. Oh, this is the one that's on the box. Pollux Pesant. Target one. So here's the card. That is the top of the box art for Battlers of Bethesda. And it is an Aaron 1 requirements Pollux. Target one character opposing the user with a turn cost equal to or less than the user's promote value. Expert female, the target becomes standby. Expert male, deal 1 damage to the target. So that's interesting. Even though it's not a super rare, I'm going to sleeve it because I think this might be the only one we've pulled. Now we have a foil power station. Oh, and here is a super rare, Aerial Assault. Requirements, air plus turn cost 5 or higher. Target one character, negate the target's effect this turn, and expel it. So that's pretty good.
Ooh, shiny.
Before you left, did you see the box art?
Yeah, I did
card?
see the box art.
I meant this.
Yeah.
You got the card.
Yeah. I heard and I saw. I remembered.
Pepperidge Farm remembers?
Just like Pepperidge Farm, Jeremy, I remember.
All right, now we have 3 left.
Can we do it, Jeremy?
I don't know.
Can we get a nice thing? I don't think we've drawn a legend rare since we opened
The first box? Oh, you're talking about in Primal or in general?
The last legendary I remember pulling for Primal was the Awakened Primordials, the first set, Kamiko.
Yeah.
Legend rares are very rare.
One might say legendary.
That's true.
Heavenly Blitzkrieg, Henry, and Clara.
Clara Oswald.
She kind of looks like, I mean, she's a vampire, but she kind of looks like Edna from
Mode.
Yeah, from the, you know what I'm talking about.
The first set.
Yeah, the Plague Ice, Edna.
Yeah.
We have a lot of these going greens. Ongoing players cannot play ability cards. Oh, we haven't pulled a Drunk Off Power this box yet. This is the first one we've pulled, but we pulled like 4 in the last
I
box.
thought we pulled one really early in the box.
Maybe. Junker Mouse. Ooh, a foil Yami. Now we have a full playset of Yami.
That's exciting. I say that a lot. I need to come up with a new phrase. When something good happens.
All right, this is our last pack. Let us put everything into it. Let's put some positive affirmations into it. We are
Press B as hard as you can, guys.
yes. Plus B. Hold the B. There's no B on here. No, here's 2 B's. Hold both B's.
Double B. Double B.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
He says as he slowly and silently opens the pack, his smile fading as the light fades from his eyes and his smile stretches nervously into sad existence.
Hentai card.
What?
Graceful Palace. Last one, Fierce Clash. It is a super rare.
That's good. We definitely...
Discard 1 card from your hand if you do draw 3 cards. That's not a bad card. It's a pretty good card, just in general.
But we didn't do very well.
I think we may have tied. I don't remember how many super rares. How many super rares did we pull in the last one?
I think you're supposed to get like the same amount of super rares. And if you don't get the same amount of super rares, you get like a legend rare in its place. I think that's how that works, or at least that's how it used to work, if I remember correctly. But
so in the set, though, there is how many super rares are there? Oh, so there's 14 super rares. Assumption being those are 14 different cards that are super rares.
Yeah.
So we have...
And 14 secret rares. And there are only 4 legendary rares in the entire set.
So these are all different super rares. From the last set...
And by the last set, you mean the last box.
Last box.
Yes.
Can you give me a second?
No, I'm an impatient panda. We've established this in previous streams and also at the beginning of this one. I cannot wait for anything. I am a princess and do not have time for that. Jeremy's counting. He has to double check his work because, as you know, he struggles with these things.
So out of these 2 boxes... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 of the 14 super rares.
That's not bad.
I know we pulled this one as a regular card in the last box that we opened, meaning that would be another super rare. That's already, we already have that one. And then we got another Drake and another Morgan. But I may go see if I can find the super rares out of the last box, and then we can compare how many of them we have. So I will let you do your unboxing while I go do that.
And entertain the people?
Yes.
So, as I said, there would be some surprise box openings on the stream that we did not announce in the title or during the stream itself. But now I'm going to open one of my favorite things because unicorns. It's a Tokidoki Unicorno Cafe Cuties edition. And it says, the unicornos were once simple little ponies that were out trotting and wandered into a magic waterfall. Passing through the waterfall, the ponies transformed into unicorns and found a hidden magical kingdom. The unicornos live between the magic kingdom and our world. This is not a toy. This is collectible art, but it looks like a toy. I'm just going to say that. Now, like a lot of the other ones, it's got 9 different options. We have a cherry blossom cafe cutie, a macaron Cafe Cutie, a cat, just a regular, it just says Cafe Cutie. It's that one right there. We've got Brekkie Cafe Cutie, Bunny Sundae Cafe Cutie, Biscotto Cafe Cutie, Sprinkle Sprinkle Cafe Cutie, Fruitcake Cafe Cutie, and then another Cafe Cutie, which happens to be the Chaser, which is the rarest one. I really like the like pink little cherry blossom thing they've got going on. I think it's a very nice box design. I like what they do with the fancy tops, but it is a little bit harder to open, especially to open nicely. I feel like there must be a way, and I just don't happen to know what that is. Like, you can already see me ripping it because, you know, I'm a failure, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. So we're just gonna...
Oh, I forgot about these. These were cool. These are some cool cards that we pulled. Stealing your spot.
He's saying these are cool things he pulled, and he's stealing my spot because he's that rude guy. Yeah, they look cool. I remember them. But, you're being rude. So I think it's a sticker. It's a little curled, so not the best quality sticker, but a sticker. It's cute. I like it. But now, in the nondescript little foil package, we got this guy right here. Open it. And we've got, oh, I think this is the Sprinkle Sprinkle one. Yeah, this is definitely Sprinkle Cafe Cutie. It's got little donuts in her hair. Oh my god, it's got that like new plastic smell. Oh, this is a cute touch though. Like on the back, it looks like it's tied up as a carrot tail. Like she's a carrot cake. And then her front is like a sprinkle covered crepe, and she's got little donuts and like a lot of other interesting little details. There's a lot to look at. There's, you know, sprinkles. There's this like different textured bow. She's got sakura blossoms on her cheek, like little hearts in her eye, which is really, really cute. And I'm a fan of this one. Although I don't know if this would have been my favorite to get in this set, but it's still a very adorable little unicorno with wings. So really it's a Pegasus, but you know, who's looking at that? I mean, it's, you know, a toy, not collectible art. Now,
I like that. It's cute.
I mean, it's very me-coded.
So, interesting. We've gotten the same amount of super rares in every box that we've opened.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
We've gotten 6 in each box, plus the secret rare. These are the ones that we have in terms of variety out of, if I factor in the other box, we have these secret rares up here. We have the Chimera, Cyborg, Morgan, and Aerial Assault. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of the 14 super rares. So we just need 2 more super rares to get the full set, which is exciting.
It's true. We can do it, right? Mathematically, we can do it. That's a thing that can happen. But it will not happen this night.
It will not.
That is something the people will have to look forward to. And you know what we have to look forward to, Jeremy?
What?
Oreos.
Yes.
We were at the mall not too long ago, and I found these like Pokemon themed Oreos. So they have some very similar packaging and some very different packaging, where you can see some classic Pokemon from the Kanto region and then some from beyond. The only one with like really different packaging is this limited edition one here, which is Pikachu, and it's chocolate with banana. So we have an original one. I'm pretty sure we all remember what an original Oreo tastes like. Like that was Milk's favorite cookie. We grew up with that. Like we don't need to try that. But what we do need to try, we've got a chocolate cream, a strawberry cream with the same packaging as this original Pokemon Oreo thing. And then the special edition, limited edition, Pikachu. So what do you think, Jeremy? Should we start with the boring package ones and then move our way to the interesting package? Is there a flavor you want to try first?
I'm fine with letting you pick.
Okay, let's try strawberry. I'll take a nibble and then you can take a nibble. So we need to make sure we don't overload ourselves with, you know, sugar.
What happened?
There's crumbs everywhere. No! So it's a very broken Pikachu. It's got the traditional Oreo on one side and then Pikachu on the other, and he's smiling, but maybe a little less now because he got crushed. Oh, and there's different Pokemon in each one, so maybe like the next time we open one, it won't be Pikachu. Tastes like generic pink frosting was smeared between 2 Oreo cookies. And it has this like synthetic strawberry toothpaste kind of taste. It's very bizarre. And not in a good way. I don't know if you want to roll that up before we I pass the cookie over. Jeremy's being a cat again. I think he likes being a cat. I think he lives for this moment where he just like dumps everything on the floor. Don't you, Jeremy?
Yes.
I know everything.
Oh, no, my napkin.
As soon as he wraps this up, I'm going to pass this over, and then I might have to wipe down my table after we're done eating. Take a cookie.
Hold on, I'm zooming.
Sad Pikachu eaten.
That's another thing that cats do is zoom. They have cookie. I mean, it's good.
You don't think it tastes like toothpaste?
No, it's fine.
See, startled Sableye? That's how I feel on the inside right now. That's how I feel. So this one's a chocolate flavor. See, this one has a Jigglypuff on this side. So we always get to wonder which Pokemon we're going to get. which is kind of an exciting touch. I kind of wish they put it on both sides though, and not just like the Oreo and then the Pikachu. But I guess they gotta advertise, even though we already know what we're eating. They do tell us the type of Pokemon though. It's like, this is a Jigglypuff. Yes, I know. I remember when this was invented.
I do indeed be a Jigglypuff.
I think this one is better. It tastes more like a chocolate mousse.
Okay. No, don't follow me. I don't want you to follow me. Camera, you're being too smart. All right. What is this? Chocolate mousse?
Chocolate cream. Or creme.
It's too much chocolate.
Too much. Well, it's chocolate creme, Jeremy. The camera really just doesn't want to.
That was what it looked like before when I was trying to fix it. It's better now.
So these are the Pikachu Oreos, which are the banana chocolate. So it's got like a white cookie. It's got Pikachu on the outside. The same thing with the Oreo on the other side. Little sliver chocolate creme in the middle. And to be honest, I know why we invented double stuff Oreos, because the cream seems chintzy now that I'm older. Very chintzy. Oh my God. Oh. You can really smell the banana as you're lifting it to your lips. And it just smells and tastes like they dumped a ton of sugar on a banana. Are you ready for this, Jeremy?
Yeah. All right.
It's not good.
Not pretty good. I miss banana cake. Entenmann's banana cake. Oh no, it's not the right type of thing. Oh yes, it is. Never mind.
So what's your ranking of kings? I guess I'm the ranking of queens because I'm the girl. So
What?
rank them. Which one's the best and which one's the worst? We're not going to count this one. We all know what this tastes like.
That's just generic regular.
Yeah.
The strawberry one's probably the best. Then the banana. Then the chocolate.
See, I'm going chocolate, strawberry, banana. So that's interesting.
So in the power rankings, if you were giving them points, number 1 being 3 points, number 2 being 2 points, and number 3 being 1 point, that would mean that the banana is the best.
Why?
Oh no, they'd be tied. Banana and...
Because banana would get 4 because it's... Wait, your best?
Mm-hmm.
And my
No,
worst?
my second. It's second on both of them, so it would get 2 points and 2 points.
No, banana's worst for me.
No, you definitely just said...
No, I said chocolate, strawberry, banana.
Oh, so banana would be third. Chocolate, because it's your best, would be 4 points. So chocolate wins just because you said it was better.
Well, no, you put it in second, so it would be 5 points.
No, I put it in last.
Oh, so 4. And then strawberry is your favorite?
Yes.
And my second favorite, so that gets 5.
Strawberry wins.
Strawberry wins. See, this is Jeremy's problem. He can't math and he can't count.
Strawberry wins.
I can live with that. I can live with that. So we tried it. We did it now. And now that we've done all of this, I think we're going to take a moment to clean up, unless Jeremy has to show a thing.
No, I was just plugging this in.
Then we're going to switch seats, and I'm going to open my new Jumpstart Foundations box, and we're going to see what we get. We're going to open the first 4, and we're going to decide, before we open them, who gets which pack, and that's going to be the pack we play when we face off at the end of the stream.
Is it just pack versus pack? Or it's mixture of packs versus pack?
That's what I'm saying. So, like, the Jumpstart way, which I don't really understand because it's mimicking, like, standard, is to take any 2 and make a deck. But really, it should be pick 3 and make a deck because that's standard.
Well, I mean, they're doing it like a draft. A draft has 40 cards. How many cards are in each pack?
20.
So
And there's 24 packs in the box.
and does that and they each have lands in them,
And
right?
they have lands.
In the packs.
Yeah. So the first 4 packs we draw will decide who gets what before we open
I mean, we
them.
could do 60 if you wanted to do 3. I mean, we're experienced Magic players. We don't need to jumpstart rules them.
Well, we're going to jumpstart rules at this time. And then we'll play a match at the end after we've cleaned and tidied up and we've switched seats because I want to open my nice things.
Yeah, so we are going to be right back real quick.
Real quick now.
Hang around.
And we'll see you soon.
And we will see you soon. If I can move the be right back thing to the top of OBS.
That would be very nice. You can do it.
I did it.
very quickly. And then we'll be back for real.
There you go.
There we are. The technical man can, as they say. Now, I'll let Jeremy take a seat.
Oh,
You're sparkly.
am I?
Yeah. You're a sparkly princess right now. And all I see is like your nose down because you are so much taller than me.
Better?
That's better. I can see your face now. Your head's a little cut off, but I can see your face.
Okay.
Let's get comfy. All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll show up on the actual stream, so I'll be able to see it. But, okay, we're going to do Foundations.
Yes. All you lovely kings, queens, and in-betweens, we are back. And we are going to be finishing this stream on an upswing at a wonderful evening filled with magic, because I bought one of these Magic the Gathering Foundations Jumpstart Booster boxes from 2024. There is one anime inspired card in every pack. My understanding is you can take any two of these packs, shove them together and make a deck and play a match. And unlike the original Jumpstart, which had the themed lands, this took after Jumpstart 22, which has the anime cards, which is what drew me to this pack. I really like anime art, so I'm really looking forward to that. My understanding is that there are packs, like a bunch of different themed packs that can occur at different rates. You're guaranteed one rare or mythic, but those are obviously a lot harder to get than the common boys, which we are probably going to get a lot of. I imagine we're going to get something with elves. There always seems to be something with elves, but that's okay. I like elves. I have nothing against elves. Elves are fun. So without any further ado, I'm going to take off this plastic, which is an eyesore and is barring me from my shiny new things. Nail action. I'm going to be cat-coded now and just throw things on the floor. We are, like I was saying previously, prior to our little break in the stream, going to...
It's the power of anime on our side, Orange.
Going to open the first 4 packs and use those to face off against each other in an epic final showdown, which will conclude our stream. Why am I so bad at this, Jeremy? Oh, there we go. We got there. Okay. I'm going to set it up like they do in the stores. Like they do in the stores, Jeremy. This guy is in the set. So is this guy. I think they're both commons, but that's okay. So welcome to Jumpstart. Let's jump in. First, grab 4 Jumpstart boosters. In each one, you'll find 20 cards, including lands, that are designed to play well together. Each Jumpstart booster has a theme card on top that will give you an idea of what's inside. It also tells you the color. You and a friend each choose 2 Jumpstart boosters to build your 40-card decks. Then open them, shuffle, and you're ready to leap into action. So, these are the first 4 packs. Jeremy, are your hands clean?
Yes.
You're gonna.
I'm all sparkly because of the. I have to fix the what's it called?
Green
You know what I'm
screen.
trying to say. I had to fit the chroma keys all messed up because it was geared towards you.
All right. So, these are our 4 packs that will serve in our match. I think because it's my box, I should get the first pack. But that leaves 3 more packs, and we'll decide as we go along who's getting which pack before we open. You ready?
Yes. So am I getting the second one?
We haven't gotten that far yet. Let your queen have her pack.
Oh, this is your first pack.
Clerics, which are black. I think the thing that's interesting about Jumpstart, which I don't see with other Magic products, is they put the cards in plastic even though it has the outer seal. Like, they don't do that with anything else.
It's probably because they're pre-packaged and then they sleeve them into the packs, because that's how they know they're not individually packed, the cards, because they're a set sequence of cards.
That's true. All right, so we have clerics is my theme. So we have, oh, I did it backwards. Okay, now I know for next time to open it the other way, but I have Tabaraks, Hope's Demise, legendary creature, demon cleric, flying. It has lifelink as long as it has 5 or more 1/1 counters on it. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a 1/1 count on Tabaraks. If that creature was a cleric, you may draw a card. If you do, you lose 1 life. Null Priest Oblivion, second rare in this pack, kicker, 3 and a black, lifelink menace. When it enters, if it was kicked, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then we have the sorcery, Revoke Demise, Bonecaller Cleric, which is a really cool looking human cleric. Dark Bargan, Agonizing Siphon, Archfiend's Vessel, Disfigure, I'd rather not, Eerie Soul Tender, Coma's Faithful, Elf Cleric, lifelink, when it dies, each player mills 3 cards. Scion of the Swarm, it's got a lot of big B boys with it. Flying, when you gain a life, put a 1/1 counter on Scion of the Swarm. Skemfar Shadow Sage, a lot of elves. When it enters, choose 1. Each opponent loses X life, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control that have a creature type in common. That would be very great in Lathril, because you have a lot of elves. You gain X life, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control that have a creature type in common. I might actually put that in Lathril after we're done playing here. Thriving More, Swamp, Swamp, Swamp,
I've been fussing with the camera this whole time.
Swamp, Swamp. So which one was my anime card? I feel like I had trouble with this last time, figuring out which one was the anime card.
Some of them are not super obvious.
Yeah, I actually don't know which one it is. I looked at them again and I was like, maybe Jeremy can figure it out as he's sleeving. I feel like it might be this one, but I'm not 100%. So, Jeremy.
I'm forced to shrink myself to make myself fit on the camera properly.
Do you want the second pack?
Yeah, let's go with the second pack.
Okay. Was that a wise decision, Jeremy? Second pack is bloody. So I think you're going to get a lot of vampires. Here are my clerics. Obviously, you don't need to sleeve the theme card. So
you have to pay attention to the chat because I can't see it.
Oh. I have, with the power of anime on your side. That is true, although I can't identify the anime.
Wait, so you don't know which one of these is the anime?
No, I looked at them and I was like, it's not immediately obvious which one the anime is. We learned last time that this is the side with the rares, so we're going to open from this direction. We got mountain.
Some hotties in here.
Yeah, there are some hotties in here. That's another thing I liked. I feel like a lot of the time Magic doesn't have any hotties, and this one had some hotties. So I was like, gotta do it. Thriving Bluff. That's always what they play in these guys. Like that land to cover the other type, as long as you didn't get Rainbow, it's always a thriving something. Voldaren Epicure. I love how they call it J25, which is why everyone calls it Jumpstart 2025, even though it came out in 2024. I just need to say that. Someone needs to say it, and I said it. We've got Voldaren Duelist.
Yeah, but wasn't there already a Jumpstart 2024?
This would have been it.
I thought there was another.
2022 was the last one. The last one that had like a year name in it. Voldaren Ambusher, Vampire Archer. Stolen Vitality. I remember this card because I've seen it in your card piles, and I get creeped out by it because he got a creepy face. We've got Soul Seer. That sounds painful. Neonate's Rush. Falcon Wrath Celebrants. Getting a lot of vampires. Very good for Markov. Blood Petal Celebrant. So this is the card that appears on the theme thing. So here she is. Blood Petal Celebrant. It has first strike as long as it's attacking, and when it dies, create a blood token. It's an artifact with pay 1 to tap to discard a card, to sacrifice this artifact to draw a card. Then we have Belligerent Guest. Sounds rude. Blood Feud, Evora, Insatiable Air. This is the anime card, as far as I know. It has Trample. When it enters and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a blood token. Whenever you discard a card, put a 1/1 counter on Evora. Or at least she's new. I can't remember if she's just new or if she's the anime card.
Is it marked at all that it's an anime card?
No, I think you're just supposed to look at it and be like, yep, that's anime. That's definitely the one.
Anime is a very broad topic.
That's true. Falcon Wrath Marauders, flying haste. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put 2 1/1 counters on it. So if I can't counter that card, I lose in 10 turns.
Yep.
And so here's your bloody deck. Do you want number 3 or number 4? Should I sandwich you?
You can pick.
I think I want to sandwich you. Maybe I'll regret that.
So I'm gonna be the next one?
Yeah. Elves, called
Honestly, the two decks that you just pulled would have been good together.
They would. But here's elves. I think I'm gonna get Lana War elves.
I was literally just saying that. So I'm sandwiching, so that means I'm getting that one.
Yeah.
I was just saying I want green.
In your head.
Yeah.
You didn't say it out loud.
Yeah, in my head I was saying I want green because
Force.
I'm hoping for some ramp, and then use the red to kill.
Thriving Grove. I have to say, like,
This is a very creepy card.
I freaking hate that card. I like all the lands. I feel like it has a lot of really nice stuff. So this will be good. Like, the reason I mentioned elves previously is because I just made a Lathril deck, but only with what I have lying around. So I was hoping I would get some things in this set that would help me iron out that deck, because I was missing like Elvish Archdruid, which is like a really good standard card for elves, which comes in this set, and there's always elves. There's always elves. Paradise Druid has hexproof as long as it's untapped. Add 1 mana of any color. Overcome. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. That's not bad. Ivy Lane Denizen. He doesn't look elfish enough. Hunter's Edge. There's some elves I look at, I'm like, are you sure you're an elf? Like, this one looks like he has like a robotic chainsaw. Like, look at this guy. Reach. Whenever High-Rise Sawjack blocks a creature with flying, High-Rise Sawjack gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Europe per Guide. That one we have a lot of copies of. I don't know why. Jeremy has like 20 of them. He pulled them when he was younger. But that's okay. This one looks evil. Arbor Armament. Lana War Elves. So this is the anime card. I do like the new printing because I never liked like the original Lana War Elves. I feel like it looked like too angry masculine. You'll see it when I pass it along. Wait a minute.
You could show it to the camera though.
Oh, and this is like the new, like, everyone wants this one. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go.
You're terrible at that.
I am. There. I'm really bad at this. We've established that. This is the one that everyone seems to want. I didn't think it was that good. Like, I didn't think it was worth the amount of money it is.
How much is it?
It's like 2 something. Elves you control have, whenever this creature becomes tapped during your turn, untap it and put a 1/1 counter on it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Like, it
turns all your mana dorks into double mana dorks.
But, so that one's probably going in Lathril. Voice of the Woods. Tap 5, untap.
That would be really good in Freyalise.
She doesn't have as many elves, though.
She makes elf druids as literally her #1 ability.
True. Tap 5 untapped elves you control. Create a 7/7 green elemental creature token with trample. Tyver Kell. Planeswalker. I believe I have this one. Oh, it's interesting. Add black. Yeah, this is why it's in Lathril. Elves you control have tap to add a black. Put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target elf, untap it against untouched until end of turn. That's +1. 0 to create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token, and -6 you get an emblem with whenever you cast an elf spell, it gains haste until end of turn and you draw 2 cards.
So for me, that's basically, it makes it colorless because it's going with a red deck.
But we got some cards like I think would be good in Lathril that I can swap out, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm really excited about that deck. I made her and Igra recently because I did have a food synergy deck in addition to the food and fellowship precon, which I have a lot of fun with. Like, I played Igra after we drew it from Bloomburrow, and I think I had the most fun I've had playing Magic in a while. I just think she's a really interesting commander because she fiddles with food. Like, she's just always hungry. She's very me-coded. She's a cat, and she likes to eat stuff. And so I made her after dismantling the Madame Vastra and Jenny deck I made. Not that I don't love them, but I think, like, Igra would be the better commander for the food. I got a white guy.
Also allows you to swing in and untap your stuff after you swing in that card.
So we'll definitely fiddle with Lathril. I'm hoping eventually we'll do a face-off, maybe on stream, maybe not on stream, between her and Lathril, because I think it'll be a good matchup. Both Golgari. But I got armed as my next theme. So I am black and white. I am the balance and the force, and you are not. That's all we need to know.
Yours is going to blend better, I think, because you have some stuff that keys off gaining life.
Okay, like, now they switched it. So I don't know if you noticed, but I took out the bottom card, and that was the rare, and this was the common. So they trick you. They don't keep it consistent. Y'all saw that. I just wanted to point that out. So we have the Faithful Pike Master, which is a Rhino Monk Soldier, which appears on the cover right here. Right there. And then when he enters, I get to scry 2 as long as it's your turn. Faithful Pike Master is first strike. Danitha Capuchin Paragon, anime special visitor, new art. I love this card. I think she's a very versatile card. I like having her. First strike, Vigilance, Lifelink, aura, and equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. It would be fun to make an equipment deck with her. We have Plate Armor, Ancestral Blade, which allows you, upon its entrance, to create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, then attach Ancestral Blade to it. Equip creature gets +1/+1. And equip is 1. It has a little blemish in the B. I don't know. Here. Whoop. But whatever. Divine Arrow, Fencing Ace, Hex Gold Hover Wings. That's too many words. Lights the Way, Militant Inquisitor, Cleric. It's going to build with my Cleric deck, guys. Saw it. Mirren Bardiche. I don't know. Pacifism. Thriving Heath, Plains. And then you saw it. For some reason, the rare card was stuck after the lands. That hasn't happened before. It's a Core Artificer ally. Stonehaven Outfitter. Equipped creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever an equipped creature you control drives, draw a card.
Whenever it drives? Does it have a license?
Yes, it has a license, Jeremy.
You can pass me those. I will sleeve them.
I think I might lose that because he has some big hitters and flyers, and I don't have a counter for that.
But I feel like your stuff synergizes really well. You have some flyers in the black.
Did I?
Yeah, I thought so.
I forgot them already. We got another elves. I think we're going to see a lot of elves because...
I thought we were doing I thought we were just doing 4.
Those are the ones we're going to fight with at the end, but I'm going to open the whole box.
Oh.
Yeah. No, only open 4. You think I'm going to wait much longer?
Then why don't we just play with the 6 if we're opening them anyway? Then
we'll do it at the end of the box, the last 2.
Okay.
All right. So we have another elves. I feel like the good stuff's going to be down there. I think this is one of the commons. So I think the commons have 4 different variants with some repeat cards. So are you... So we have lands here. So they didn't do it again. But that's okay. I forgive you.
So you're starting with the rare side?
No. It was just that one pack. I think they mispackaged it or something. We have Thornwield Archer, Reach and Death Touch, Tajaru Pathwarden, Overcome. So we're seeing some different cards from our elf, the other one. Llanowar Visionary, nice Monodork. Dwynen's Elite, that one appears all the time. Bounty of Skemfar, Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. You may put up to 1 land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped and up to 1 elf card from among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Band together?
Oh, we don't have enough sleeves.
What? You should have 2 sets. Oh, yeah, we only have 100. So maybe what we can do is we'll have the option to swap one of the decks in, or one of them in for another one if we want to. We got another Llanowar Elves. Dionys Elvish Archdruid is back. Razorgrass Invoker Vigilance. Pay 8 to have it and up to 1 other target creature get +3/+3 until end of turn. Go forth.
Venture forth.
Choose 1. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, or target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Morrowind the Nurturer. This is going to be so great. In Lathril.
What it do?
Whenever another elf you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on Morrowind the Nurturer. Tap to add an amount of green equal to Morrowind's power. That's going to be great. We can make adjustments to my deck after this. This is going to be so great. So we're seeing everything but blue at this point, which I think happened a few times ago too. This one's Landfall. This might have the cat in it.
Landfall? I do love me some Landfall.
I have a mono green Landfall deck that we should show the people one day.
We also can
but
add stuff to what is Landfall deck?
after me.
Well, yeah, but
I have the sticky string stuck to my fingy. Okay, get off. We have the cat in this. That's going to be amazing.
which cat are we looking for?
Scythe Cub. Scythe. I think it's Scythe Claw Cub.
The Scythe Claw Club. The newest club.
Evolving Wilds. So that's different. That's an extra land. Snapping Gnarland. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, Snapping Garland gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
Snapping Gnarlands.
Skyclave Pickaxe.
I'm trying to
Kazandu Stomper.
setting up for the play.
Harrow. I thought we were just going to play on this side.
You're gonna play on one play mat?
I guess we won't share. Bite Down. Baloth Woodcrasher. Whenever a land you control enters, Baloth Woodcrasher gets +4/+4 and gains trample until end of turn. Adventure awaits. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card into your hand this way, draw a card. Sutina, Speaker of Tajaru. This is a new card. When it enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Whenever it attacks, you may return a land you control to its owner's hand. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Undergrowth Champion. If damage would be dealt to Undergrowth Champion while it has a 1/1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove a 1/1 counter from Undergrowth Champion. Landfall. When a land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on it. Lotus Cobra. Whenever a land you control enters, add 1 mana of any color.
That's a good card. You probably have it in your other deck.
I think I have it in Titania. But not bad. Didn't get my kitty, but not bad.
It would be good in. I think I already have one.
Goblins. I'm not interested in goblins. I wonder how much blue we're going to wind up getting. Mountains. Weaselback Redcap. Shock. Open Fire. Goblin Researcher. Brute Strength. Fisher Wizard. Volley Veteran. So the guy that was depicted on the theme card, which I just now twisted this deck into the high holy heavens. Krenko's Command. Battlecry Goblin. He's actually a really interesting card. He appears here on the top box. So this fella. Pay 1 and a red. Goblins you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. Whenever Battlecry Goblin attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. General Crete, the Boltbringer. This is obviously the anime card in this one. Whenever 1 or more goblins you control attack, create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. Whenever another creature you control enters, General Creer, the Boltbringer, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Goblin Surprise. He looks like a little evil monkey man.
Not a little evil monkey man.
And then Dropkick Bomber. Yeah, we don't want a little evil monkey man. So we've opened 7 so far. I don't think we're doing super great in terms of value, but I think we're getting like a lot of like really useful cards for decks.
You can hand me your things and I will stack them up over here.
But why?
Because I have a second screen now that can display all of the sets that we've got.
Off the coast, we got our first blue, guys. I like that they're making pull tabs. Like, if you're gonna make me do the extra work, make this easy for me. I have to say, some of my favorite things about Magic are like the lands. They have really pretty designs and things. If only all of Magic could be as pretty as the lands. There's our Thriving Isle. Lonely Sandbar enters tapped out of water, and it has cycling water. Yarok's Wave Crasher. Tide Pool Turtle. Sigiled Starfish. I feel like that's a really pretty little card. Shorecomber Crab. This is actually a vanilla card, which I feel is like not something you want to see at this point in Magic.
Oh, cool. This card I'm never going to use.
Yeah. Purple Crystal Crab. Omen of the Sea. That looks really cool. Enchantment. Flash. When Omen of the Sea. Thassa? Flash. When Omen of the Sea enters scry 2, then draw a card. Pay 2 and a blue to sacrifice it and scry 2. Capsho Kite Fins. Run Ashore. Starlight Snare. Rat coated. Gilded Scuttler. That's actually kind of cool looking crab. Delightful Discovery. 1 rare. Plagon, Lord of the Beach. So this is the anime card. It is a rare. When it enters, draw a card for each creature you control with toughness greater than its power. If you pay a white or a blue, target creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power this turn. That actually wouldn't be bad in the wall deck. But it's only for 1 card, which is the limitation. I think we've been most excited about Elves and Landfall so far. But definitely hoping to see more blue. There is a new, unicorn with lifelink and also a food themed deck. That would be good. Oh, dinosaurs for Igra. This might have Galta. I think Galta appears in this set, the Primal Hunger one. Forest, very pretty forest. Forest. Prime Grove. Okay. Thundering Spineback. Thrashing Bronchodon. We have so many of these from Ixalan. Savage Stomp. Rampant Growth. Getting some actual ramp. Giant Growth. Drowsing Pteranodon. Drover of the Mighty. Remember that card too. Commune with Dinosaurs.
I'm back to being able to be heard again.
Colossal Dreadmaw. Armored Kincaller. Sorry, guys. Saurian Symbiote. It's a fungus dinosaur with reach, and when it enters, choose 1, put a 1/1 counter on it, or create a 1/1 green sapperling creature token. Galta, Primal Hunger.
Hey.
This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. Trample. I don't think that version of the card's worth a ton. But I'll take a Galta. Big stompy boy.
36 cents.
36 cents. Soaring, flying.
I feel like Flyers is one of those archetypes that if you got it in a jumpstart match, it would be rough to deal with because you're probably not getting a lot of stuff to answer it.
Yeah, well.
It's just like if somebody goes and gets a good draft and they get a lot of Flyers, they could just run through even if the cards aren't great just because they fly.
Yeah. Warden of Evos Isle. This is a Bizzard or a Bird Wizard.
A Bizzard.
Mm-hmm. Flying creature spells with flying you cast cost 1 less to cast. Trial of Knowledge. Tide Skimmer. That's a Drake. Shorecomer Crab. This is back.
No, Drake was from Primal.
No, I love how like the theme was soaring and we have a crab. That does not soar in any way, shape, or form.
It soars to my heart. That's the thing it's funny because that's the card that's on the coast.
I know. Majestic Metamorphosis. Owl Familiar Flying. When it enters, draw a card, then discard a card. It's a burb. Gust of Wind. Cartouche of Knowledge. Yeah, these are new. Aura Cartouche Enchantment. You enchant a creature you control. When it enters, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. That's how they're giving the crab flying with that card. Aerial Guide, another Drake. Sinette Jelly Drover. This is a really cute card. I'm kind of happy I got her.
I wonder if that's the anime card.
It is the anime card. I see what you did there. When it enters or dies, create a 1/1 blue jellyfish creature token with flying, because, you know, they fly now. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1.
Let me see.
Hold your freaking horse. Starlight Snare. Cavalier of Gales, Elemental Knight, Mythic. Our first Mythic card. Flying, when it enters, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. When it dies, shuffle it into its owner's library, then scry 2. Oh, yeah. Healers. Healies for your feelies. And then
let me see those two.
Off my fingy. Planes. I always feel like planes don't look like empty enough to be a plane. I've always pictured them as these wide open expanses, like with no trees. And the planes in Magic have trees. Kabira Crossroads. Enters tapped. When it enters, you gain 2 life, and you can tap it to add a white.
Interesting. We haven't gotten a lot of utility lands.
Revitalize. No. Mesa Unicorn with lifelink. That's in my Unicorn deck. Face Fetters. We've seen that guy before. Divine Arrow is back. Desperate Lunge. Brightmare. Angel of Vitality. That's pretty. It's pretty. Has flying. If you would gain life, you gain that much +1 instead. It gets +1 or gets +2/+2 as long as you have 25 or more life. Angel of Mercy. Flying. When it enters, you gain 3 life. Ajani's Pride Mate. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on it. Koala, Ajani's Pride Mate. Whenever it attacks other attacking creatures you control, get +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of counters on Koala. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Koala. Pay 3 and a white, you gain 1 life. So this card's a lie. I was taught as a kid that Q is always followed by U. And it's just a QA. So that card's a lie. Hinterland Sanctifier. So this is the common that serves as the theme card image. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. So that's pretty solid. Speaker of the Heavens. Rare. Vigilance and lifelink. Tap to create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Activate only if you have at least 7 more life than your starting life total and only as a sorcery. It's a 1-drop. For a rare, that's pretty cool. So we've definitely only gotten common drops so far. We haven't gotten anything rare. We haven't gotten anything super exciting. We haven't got... Oh, this one's even like open on the side. You see that? Gotten no money makers so far. Stalwart. Is it bad? Like, do you ever like look at Magic cards and you hope for a color and then you don't get the color and you're like, why aren't you that color?
You're like, boo.
Yeah.
I feel like we did really well with our first jump start, and then we haven't done well since.
I think that was our best like box opening ever. Take up the shield. Swift response. Steadfast sentry. Squad captain. I think this card will be very good in Mural. Vigilance. It enters with a 1/1 counter on it for each other creature you control. So can you imagine if I have an army of like 64 soldiers and then I just drop her in there?
And she's a soldier herself, and vigilance.
Sandstep Outcast. Patron of the Valiant. Angel. Gavany Silversmith. Angelic Cub. That one's appeared in other jump starts before. Banishing Light. It's a good utility white card. Erdnan Dramoka Warrior. When it enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Whenever you attack, a target attacking creature with a 1/1 counter on it. Gains first strike until end of turn.
You got there.
No, I looked at it and I was like, wait, what? If that creature has 2 or more 1/1 counters on it, it gains double strike until end of turn instead. Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. Mythic. +1, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. -2, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. -7. You get an emblem with at the beginning of your end step, create 3 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink. And Generous Pup, look at this cute little guy. Vigilance, whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are put on Generous Pup, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. This ability triggers only once each turn. Would be good for Rin and Siri. Cause it's a pupper. It's a real pupper. Did you see her thinking I was speaking to her? I'm sorry.
That wasn't even like close to any of the wake up words.
No. And then sometimes she's just like, you wanted me here, right? No, I did not. I did not summon you.
So we've had 4... No, sorry. We've had 4 green and 3 white.
We got another white.
Another white. So that's would be 4 white, 4 green, 4 white, 2 red, 2 blue, 1 black. I feel like black has a lot of the valuable cards, which is more rare.
It does. So does green.
I mean, Lotus Cobra is not cheap.
I think it's 250. But the next theme we got was Enchanted. Look at our pretty plains. Best part of Magic the Gathering are the lands.
Yeah, 250.
Called it.
It looks like the same. It's the same. So they didn't even do a different version of it for this set. It's the same version.
Because then they have to pay people. Sunblade Samurai. And that cuts into their profits. Spirited Companion. Indomitable Wall. Golden Tailed Disciple. I remember that from Kamigawa. Flutter Fox. As long as you control an artifact or enchantment, Flutter Fox has flying. Favored of Aroas. That's also a soldier. It has Constellation. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, Favored of Aroas gains double strike until end of turn. Dreadful Apathy. He looks like he's just done with life.
He's apathetic.
Archon of Falling Stars. Flying. When it dies, you may return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Angelic Gift. Banishing Light is back. Smellia, Meletian Poet.
Smellia.
It's P-S-E-M-I-L-L-A. How do you Smella?
Smellia.
Whenever you cast your first enchantment spell each turn, create a 2/2 white nymph enchantment creature token at the beginning of each combat. If you control 5 or more enchantments, it gains +4/+4 and gains lifelink until end of turn.
It's okay for me not to be able to read. You are an English major. And these cards are in English.
Archon of Sun's Grace. Flying lifelink. Pegasus creatures you control have lifelink constellation. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, create a 2/2 white Pegasus creature token with flying.
Oh, that would work well in Lakota's friend's Logan's deck because he makes all those Pegasi. What was that? That was white though, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was blue-white because I was suggesting that really annoying blue-white commander to him.
Oh, I think this might be red.
Could you hand me the thing?
Stoked. We're doing very bad in terms of monetary value. But that's what I've heard.
I have this. I have this in
Yeah, I have it in a bunch of
what's
things.
her name?
Kraven Ragna?
No. In Crud.
In Crud?
The Voltron deck I have. The one where she steals everybody's enchantments.
Oh. Brea? Not Brea.
No. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Young Pyromancer. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 red elemental creature token.
Oh.
Unleash Fury. Twinferno. That's going to be really great when I make Nira 1 point.
Mira?
Nira.
Nira?
The
Oh, yeah,
Wild
the
Mage.
Spellslinger. Yeah.
Titan Strength. Royal Eruption. I don't have one of those yet. Arena Athlete. A Crowan Crusader.
Can you pay the kicker cost on a card if it's cast for free?
No?
I don't know. This is without paying its mana cost, but kicker is an additional cost.
That's true.
Oh.
Cleon, Mary Champion. That's like, she wants to be Christmas, but she's not quite Christmas.
She's like, I'm Christmas.
Double Strike. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Cleon, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until the end of your next turn. Scholar of Combustion. When it enters, exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. You may cast that card until the end of next turn. Hearts of Fire. Mirrorwing Dragon. Mythic. Flying. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell that targets it, that player copies that spell for each other creature they control that the spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those creatures.
That's a good effect.
Frontline Heroism. When it enters, create a 1/1 red soldier creature token with haste. Whenever you cast a spell that targets only... I don't want you touching my cards when you have booze over there.
It's empty.
Whenever you... give me a minute to read the card. Whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single creature you control, create a 1/1 red soldier creature token with haste. Then copy that spell. The copy targets that token. I don't know if this is worth anything. But we sleeved it, just in case. I was not stoked to receive that pack.
I mean, it's a decent effect. So, let's see.
We have Soaring again. Will they actually all be flyers, though? Let's find out. Winged Words. Waterkin Shaman. Warden of Evos Isle is back. Tide Skimmer is back. Serpentine Ambush. I don't think we got that one before. Night Evil Sprite. Looks pretty cool. Fairy Rogue. Whenever it attacks Surveil 1 and it has flying.
Wait,
Gust
whenever
of
it
Wind.
attacks what?
Whenever it attacks Surveil 1 and it has flying. Aerial Guide in addition to Gust of Wind. Uncomfortable Chill. Ooh, this can go in my snow-themed deck.
Or
Creatures
Hilda.
your opponents control get -2/-0 until end of turn, and you draw a card. Sinette Jelly Drover is back. Starlight Snare. That's a card we've gotten the most often, along with Lana War Elves.
You're a Lana War Elf.
Wind Reader Sphinx. Flying. Whenever a creature with flying attacks, you may draw a card. I think the most expensive card we've gotten so far is the Lotus Cobra and Dionys. We got more healers. I'm struggling with this one, guys. Like, the tab is like baked into the cards and I'm like scraping with my nails, but I'm sort of getting there. I don't have a lot of white decks. I feel like red is the color I have the least of, followed by white. Thriving Heath. Revitalize is back. Mesa Unicorn comes again. Face Fetters. Divine Arrow. Brightmare. Battlefield Promotion. So it isn't the same as the previous one, thankfully. And Angel of Vitality. Ajani's Primate. Koala makes a return. Hinterland Sanctifier. Can you make any more noise, Jeremy? Man. Rock's Faith Mender. I love it. My honorary thick unicorn. You remember him? My honorary thick unicorn?
This cup now has the dark chocolate liqueur with Grand Marnier. So we're going to do chocolate covered orange. See how it tastes.
If you would gain life, you gain twice that much life instead.
It is good. I'm handicapping myself for our match later.
This is my other favorite card. You love this one too. Felidar Sovereign gives you another win condition.
Oh yeah. That's in
Brennan Siri, I want to say.
Yeah.
And Lathiel. As Vigilance lifelink at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 40 or more life, you win the game. You remember him.
Which one's Lathiel?
I just read the card. Felidar Sovereign.
No, which one's Lathiel?
The unicorn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Big summer blowout.
Oh, a big summer blowout. Give me.
Italian.
Snake. Oh, we might get the Gorgon lady.
Gorgon. It's the Gorgon.
I love the Gorgon lady.
Are you talking about Vraska?
No. Oh gosh. She's new. She gets like a bonus off like snakes and poison.
I'm new in town. I have snakes for hair. So we now have the most white.
Gorgon Flail.
A Gorgon.
Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has Death Touch. Equipped 2. Vraska's Finisher. Venomous Hierophant. You could Cobra with Death Touch. Farika's Chosen. This is one of the cards I bought in triplicate before I knew that Commander only had singles.
That was funny.
That wasn't funny. Knight's Whisper. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life.
She do be whispering.
Coat with Venom. Serpent Assassin. Killing Glare. Destroy a target creature with power X or less.
Oh.
Scourge of the Undercity. Gorgon Vampire lifelink. When it enters, another target creature you control gains lifelink until end of turn. Hooded Blightfang. Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals damage to a planeswalker, destroy that planeswalker.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
This is what I'm talking about. Oh, I freaking love this card.
Is it anime?
It's anime. This is one of the more expensive cards in the set. Not the top one, but she's more expensive, and I would love to make a deck with her. She's a legendary Gorgon assassin with Death Touch.
Oh shit. You said this is for this?
Ophelia Viper Whisperer.
$27.
Yeah, she's getting a sleeve. So just so we know, guys, I didn't mention it at the start. I bought this for like $90, but with like taxes and stuff, it came to like $98 and some change. So it's basically $100.
I'll double sleeve her into an actual sleeve.
Whenever it attacks, she has Death Touch. You may play 1 and a black or a green. I thought it was a green, but for like far away, it looked more blue.
It is a green. Yeah, I thought it was blue originally too.
Like I was looking at, I was like, I could have sworn she was green. Anyway, if you do create a 1/1 black snake creature token with Death Touch, pay 4 and a black until end of turn. Whenever one or more Gorgons and or snakes you control deal combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life rounded up.
Nuts. And that is the anime card.
I would absolutely love to make a deck with this commander. It'll be my third Golgari deck, but I don't care.
That literally kills an opponent in the Asterion deck. Oh, it can't because it's green. But if you got anything that doubles the, what's the other one? Oh, wound reflection.
Yeah. So if I pair that with a wound reflection, when I make that deck,
it's a one-hit kill as long as something does damage.
We got another elves.
If you can get one through to every player, you kill the pod with this and wound reflection. Good job. I think that just made it right there, that one.
I'm happy with that. I can die in peace now. Oh my god.
Your peaceful death was based on drawing a good card in Jumpstart.
Shush you.
Your headstone will say, I drew the Viper Whisperer.
I can't get it like
there's a lot of snakes out there too.
yeah, I don't have that many left, but
I mean they're dirt cheap though. You can get a whole bunch of like 1 and 2 cost.
yeah, I just gave Lakota a card that would have been good for that. I think it's Forest Boa and it has Island Walk. River Boa. Might of the Masses. Kujar Seed Sculptor. So this is actually new. We haven't gotten this card. When it enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Hunter's Edge. So this is a different iteration. High Rise Sawjack and the others. Dwynen's Elite. Bounty of Skempfar. Lana War Elves. Elvish Visionary. Dionys again. Dionys I think is like a $2 card. Razorgrass Invoker and Elvish Archdruid. So great, I got the card I needed so I can really boost Lathril now. And I got my Gorgon. Other elf creatures you control get +1/+1 and you can tap to add a green for each elf you control. I was like, what's the forest color? What's the forest color, Elaine? You know that one. It's your favorite color.
Green has caught up.
We're nearing the end here. I'm going to stack them. But now I'm sad it's empty. I know it's not really empty, but I'm sad still.
I'd be excited to make a deck around her. She'd be so easy to make. You just throw a bunch of Death Touch creatures in and snakes. Throw what's her Finn the Fangbearer.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of the snakes that have Infect and Death Touch. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Unleash Fury. Maybe that can be my Valentine's Day gift.
What?
Kind Strength. The best snake deck ever. We have a good chunk of the cards.
Yeah. I can make you a snake deck.
Roll Eruption.
I wonder how many Gorgons there are.
I can't think of many off the top of my head.
I mean, it's on there, so either there's got to be some support. Although I guess they have a snail-themed deck, and there's no snails, so...
Speaking of snail-themed, we have Worrell, and you never made him.
I really do need to make him.
Resistance Skywarden. Hero of the Games. Coordinated Assault. Arena Athlete. Kiln Fiend. Cleon Mary Champion is back. Hearts of Fire. And Death Horde Arcanist, Zombie Wizard, rare, trample. Whenever it attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with mana value less than or equal to its power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If your spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead.
There actually are 25 Gorgon cards with in those 2 colors. There are 25 cards with the subtype Gorgon.
Interesting. Oh my god.
There's literally archetype of finality. Creatures you control have death touch. Oh, we have that. It's literally sitting on the table behind us. That card.
Treasures. Ooh, whatever. We're getting black, Jeremy. Black is a good color. It's not a me-coded color, but good. We got one of the artifact lands. We got Vault of Whispers.
Oh, nice.
Thriving Moor.
That is in Brea. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. Undercity Scrounger. Ruthless Knave. He is an orc pirate. Reassembling Skeleton, everyone's favorite boy. Powerstone Fracture.
He a good boy. He can't die.
Pitiless Plunderer.
Pitiless Plunderer is a good card.
Came in Ixalan all the time. Fake Your Own Death. Dusk Mangler. Dire Fleet Hoarder.
It's 270. It's a pretty good card.
Contract Killing. Shambling Ghast. Deadly Dispute. This is the anime card. Then Evereth, Viceroy of Plunder. She's really cool looking. She's a rare vampire soldier with flying. You can sack another creature or artifact to put a 1/1 counter on Evereth, Viceroy, Plunder. If the sacrifice permanent was a treasure, Evereth gains lifelink until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. When she dies, you may pay 1 and a red or a black. When you do, Evereth deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. That's also anime, pretty sure.
I was about to say that synergizes very well with Pitiless Plunderer, but it's a treasure deck, so yeah, it synergizes.
Evereth. I don't know how much Evereth is.
The one you just read?
Yeah. Here.
That one definitely is the anime card. I don't think the other one's the anime card. They just look like dudes.
Just like dudes. You must tell me how much Evereth is. Soaring. Flying. With a crab in it. I genuinely need someone from the Magic team to explain to me why a vanilla crab is in a soaring themed deck. After this, we only have 3 more packs. That's sad.
Wouldn't be bad in Markov.
No. The most expensive deck I ever made you and will ever make you.
The other one was the rats were pretty close.
Yeah.
But you can feel good because once I make it into a whirl whatever, the whirl ratter, it will be competitive.
Yeah, well.
It will be broken.
Like Magda was broken before they banned a bunch of cards.
It's still pretty good.
Winged Words. Yeah, Magda's really cool. I like her.
Like Magda was just, what was it? Dockside hurt, but Dockside literally was just an alternate win condition for her.
Yeah. Tide Skimmer, Opt. So this is a new version of Opt. Scribe 1, draw a card. Night Veil Sprite is back. Majestic Metamorphosis. Air Elemental.
866
for that card. Nice.
Market price $9.29.
So we've made $40. So basically half the box off of 2 cards.
And this was, I told you, $270 something. Pitiless Plunderer. So I already sleeved it.
Fairy Seer, flying. When Fairy Seer enters, scry 2. Sinette is back.
That's probably the strongest one that we've pulled.
This?
The treasure one.
Starlight
Treasures
Snare.
are broken.
Stolen by the Fae. It's a rare. Return target creature with mana value X to its owner's hand. You create X 1/1 blue fairy creature tokens with flying. That's not bad. That would
for
Alila.
Yeah. Alila and Stitch.
Oh, I love Sprite Noble. She's fun. Flying. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+0. Tap other creatures you control with flying get +1/+0 until end of turns. Oh, +0/+1 is the first one. The other one's +1.
I'm noticing a distinct lack of burbs in the Sorin decks.
Sorin Markov.
And the Sorin shows doesn't show a pterodactyl on it. What does it show? What's the image?
I don't know. It looks like a fallen like Egyptian statue that can't get up. Look at it. Like, no, show it to the. Doesn't it look like an Egyptian statue that can't get up?
Yeah. Okay. So I can see what you're saying. I think it's supposed to be looked at like this.
I mean, it should be one of the cards.
No,
We can
it should
flip
be looked
through
at
it.
like this.
Like the card that is the theme will be in there somewhere. Oh, we got another bloody.
It looks like a Egyptian crocodile thing, like a crocodile god. What's the Egyptian crocodile god?
You think I remember the Egyptian mythology?
Damn, Lakota can't hear. Lakota would know.
Lakota knows all the things.
Oh, there it is. Aerial guide. It's a drake. That's the card that it's based off of. So it's just upside down in the artwork, which is kind of irritating. It's irritating me more
we
and
got
more.
to the last two.
Someone tell us in the chat. Are you monitoring the chat?
I am.
Someone tell us in the chat what the Egyptian god with the crocodile head is.
We've got Voldaren Epicure, Voldaren Duelist.
So out of the four blue decks that we got, 3 of them are Sorin.
Stolen Vitality. I hate that card.
Is that a man or a woman?
I'm pretty sure that's a man. You creepy freaking man.
It could be like an old. It looks like an old school marm.
Incorrigible use madness.
Yeah, for the school marm. That's why the incorrigible use. That's why she's so angry. No, you don't know. It could be a she. It's a school marm.
Madness 2 and a red.
If it's a man, then that is definitely like one of those pilgrim, like town leader people that has like the weird like frou-frou haircut thing.
You don't know this right now, but I'm putting my head in my hands and just like, I'm Picard asking for a damage report right now.
For the version, if we remember, for the version of this that goes on YouTube, we'll do the head slap next generation memes.
Flame Blessed Bolts. Falcon Wrath Celebrants.
That's a good one.
Blood Petal Celebrant.
Also a good one. It's in my deck.
Belligerent Guest.
That's also in my deck.
Abandoned Reason.
I don't
That
know
has a
about
Madness card.
Madness. That can go in Angie.
Avora again.
That one looks interesting.
Yeah, we got her before.
Is that in
This one's
mine?
called Angie's Ravenger.
Oh my god, that could go in Angie.
Attacks each combat if able. When it attacks, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Madness.
What is the name of that deck?
Bloody.
Oh, that's bloody.
So we're at our last 2 packs, guys. We said we would each pick one, and we can swap a thing in. I probably won't, because I'm that kind of person. But do you want to be second to last or last?
Insatiable Air. Is that the anime card? Yeah, it's got the Japanese writing at the bottom, so probably.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of cool.
I'm gonna choose Jeremy is second to last.
No, I mean I should choose the bloody one. So
Well,
what was
I mean-
second to last? Second to last was Sorin, right?
No. We have 2 more.
Oh.
So this one's yours, I've decided, because you took too long.
Was that bloody the same one as this one?
No, it's different.
It was close though. It had a lot of the same
Yeah.
cards.
Oh, Encounter. He's gonna have. This is a reprinted Planeswalker.
Oh.
And he shows up in the, I think it was 2018 like World Series starter deck.
Oh.
And eventually we might explore that, but not today.
Oh.
But you get a green. Oh my god, are you gonna...
He's bad though, isn't he?
I think out of the 2, he's not as good as the other one, but I think you'll like him. He's very rampy.
I do like ramp.
I'm allergic to ramp.
Wow, not handicap capable.
Snakeskin Veil.
Elaine is not handicap friendly.
Servant of the Scale.
That's gonna be the tagline of this episode. Is gonna be Elaine hates handicap people, just like the Kineticon review for Miguel was. What that was.
Jiang Yangu Wildcrafter. Each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has tap to add 1 mana of any color, and -1 is put a 1/1 counter on target creature.
Ooh, that would be good in Volo. Anything with Master Chef, it would be good in.
Greenwood Sentinel. Dusk Shell Crawler. When it enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has trample.
It's a bug.
It's an
Also would be
insect.
good in Volo.
Deepwood Denizen has Vigilance. If you pay 5 and a green, you can tap it to draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each 1/1 counter on creatures you control. Enoch Artillerist. It's a dog archer. It's a darcher.
A Darcher? Guys should tell us in the comments if you're watching on YouTube, or I mean, I guess you'd be streaming on YouTube too, or in the chat. Let us know. We built 4 decks for Lakota for Christmas as his Christmas presents, and they were all Baldur's Gate themed. So what were they? They were Astarion. They were Raphael,
Volo with
Master Chef,
and then
the
Arenas?
Gloomstalker, Arenas Gloomstalker.
with Scion of Halaster.
Yep. And we tried to make them fairly well balanced against each other. We've had a good match, at least when we tested them out. Let us know if you want to see us play those decks against each other.
Yeah. We'll probably do it anyway.
Baldur's Gate special. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you guys say you want it. We'll do it anyway. But say you want it, because it's good for the algorithm.
Aggressive Instinct. Biogenic Upgrade. That is a creepy looking card. I'm going to hide that under Mowu Loyal Companion. Vigilance Trample. If 1 or more 1/1 counters would be put on Mowu Loyal Champion, or Companion rather, that many plus 1/1 counters are put on it instead.
Also good in Volo with Master Chef.
Spined Tyrannix. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 2 and a green. When you do put a 1/1 counter on target creature, that creature gains trample until end of turn.
Guess what? Also good in Volo.
Forgotten Ancient, an elemental. Whenever a player casts a spell, you may put a 1/1 counter on Forgotten Ancient. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may move any number of 1/1 counters from it onto other creatures.
Was this the one that I got to swap out for?
Yep.
Oh.
Last pack of the night.
These are pretty cool. Oh, the biogenic upgrade one is cool with the freaking, what is that? It's like a shark crab crocodile. What, are they throwing them into a pit and combining them?
Last one is Black Grave Robbers. I'm sad. I don't like when we get to the end of the box. We have no more potential, no more possibilities.
Just keep opening packs forever and ever and ever.
I don't think my wallet would appreciate that.
My wallet already didn't appreciate it.
You didn't buy this.
No, not this one, but listen, Magic is very expensive. And then last year, Lakota's like, hey, I want to get into Warhammer. And I'm like, I can't afford for you to get into Warhammer.
we can't afford
You can either do Warhammer or Magic. It's one or the other.
Wailing Ghoul. At least Magic, we have stuff so we can, there's murder.
This cardboard crack and then this plastic crack.
Gravedigger.
Sniffing that Warhammer paint.
Oh, he's really hot. Graveblade Marauder. Oh no, he's hot.
Oh no, he's hot.
Death Touch. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player loses life equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. That would be actually decent synergy for the Gorgon.
The Gorgon. Well, that's not the one you get to blend it with. You get to blend it with either
strength.
clerics or armed.
Gorging Vulture.
I mean, I guess you could just go mono black.
Eye Collector. When it deals combat damage to a player, each player mills a card.
You got some pair of eyes. Can I have them?
I hate you. Diregraph Scavenger. Deal Gone Bad. Eternal Taskmaster. So he was the guy on the cover. Enters tapped. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 2 and a black. If you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand.
Enters tapped. Gross.
Revoke Demise. Gorex the Tomb Shell.
Ooh, a zombie turtle.
Costs 8 in all. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may exile any number of creature cards from your graveyard. The spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled. This way, it has Death Touch. Whenever it attacks or dies, choose a card at random exiled with Gorex and put that card into its owner's hand. I wonder how much he is.
Let's find out. What's it called?
Gorex.
Gorlax.
Gorex.
Tomb Shell. Is it the anime one?
No.
Does it have Japanese writing at the bottom?
Yes.
It's the anime version. It's 11 cents.
Yay.
It's an interesting little dude. I mean, a big dude. He's got a lot of zombies.
Big old dude.
All right. So we're pretty much set up to play. I just need to futz around with the position of the screens. Do you want to swap out?
No, I think I'll just stay. And we will set up a life tracker. I'll get something to drink so I don't cough in your faces again. I do need to buy some cough drops. Great reminder. And then we will face off and we'll see who the master of Jumpstart is. Give some final thoughts on this set in comparison to the others we've opened, and have a grand old time.
Yeah, we going back in a minute. We are back. I don't know what yours is going to look like. I adjust. Oh, no, because it's looking down. Never mind. You're fine.
I'm great. So, as a reminder, I have the armed clerics in my awesome Rin sleeves. He's kitty. He cute. He kitty. He cute. Love her. Love her, Jeremy. Jeremy doesn't love her like I do. It's okay.
I hit the wrong thing.
I'm going to pile shuffle because we've established that I cannot shuffle to save myself. And my armed clerics will be facing off against bloody elves.
There's no way to make this great.
Jeremy's struggling. You struggle bugging through life like a pro. Don't you know? Ugh. New sleeves, so shiny.
Okay. Do you have a life counter?
I don't. Do I have to go fetch dye or something?
Yeah.
All right, so
If you want to grab me that spin down that's over there. And there's a... I'll take the two D20s if you don't want to use them. I know they're kind of annoying.
I have a...
Oh, yes, it's just 20. So it's just one D20.
Bloomborough die. And Jeremy has the little spinny thing from my Foundations starter box.
You put it on the screen? Oh, you can see it. Never mind.
We start with the 7 cards. Do you want to go first or second?
You can pick.
Don't be like that, man.
You have another D20 you can roll.
Okay. If it's above a 10, I go first. Or, yeah, above. Yeah. And then, yeah. It's a 1.
So I go first?
Yeah.
So mulligan rules. There are no free mulligans.
Well, this is going to be a interesting hand.
Not good.
Uh,
I'm going to have to mulligan. I can't.
I'm going to go with this and pray.
I only had 1 land.
I have more than that.
Maybe I should pile shuffle. How many lands were in each pack?
I think it varies from 5 to 7.
That seems like it would be weird if you can just combine decks randomly. They should all have the same amount of lands.
It might be so. I think it was, yeah. Because I think Landfall had more than the others, which would make sense if it's a Landfall deck.
Yeah. We're doing anime sleeves for the anime themed cards.
Yeah. Hashtag still don't know which one my anime card is.
It's the one with the Japanese at the bottom.
Okay, so when I see it, I'll let you know. All right.
Okay, I mean, rough, but
smells
whatever.
like alcohol over here.
I'm gonna play a forest and pass.
Did you draw?
No, I don't draw. Go first.
Okay, this is going to be really bad. I'm going to have that enter tapped and declare black as the other color. And then pass my turn.
Well, you already have land filtering on turn 1. I mean, color filtering. I can't open that. Second forest. Kind of like second breakfast.
But not as good. A lot more fiber, though.
Pass.
Drawing a card. Okay. I'm going to have a plains come in after I untap. Tap my lands to play Fencing Ace, which has double strike.
How could I not get this open?
The boozy boy is trying to get boozy, and the boos don't want to get down. The boos don't want to get down.
Pass. That's rough. You have a double striker on board already?
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm going to play a swamp. Then I'm going to swing at you with my double striker. It's a 1/1, so it's going to do a total of 2 damage if you don't block me.
I can't block you. So it'll do 2 damage. I cannot get this open. It's insanity how much I cannot get this open.
Am I not allowed to look at my boyfriend?
I draw. Oh my god.
No, there's something in my sleeve.
Pass. Well.
Did you took your damage?
Actually, no. Wait. I can play this.
Okay.
And I'll activate it for 0 to make an elf token. A 1/1 elf creature token.
Is that Tyvar?
What?
Tyvar? Yeah. Do you have a loyalty counter thing you can use?
I'll find one. I have to get up anyway.
So I'm going to draw my card after I untap this guy. And I'm going to put another plains into play. I'm going to then tap 2 plains and my Thriving Heath to play Militant Inquisitor. It gets +1/+0 for each equipment you control. I currently control 1 elf token.
Hand me the thing, please. Yeah.
I'm going to swing at... No. If I have double strike, would I kill you before you kill me? If you blocked with your guy?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to swing at Tyvar. For 2 with my double strike.
I will take it.
Okay. You take that. Take that! I will pass my turn. We don't say we're passing our turn very often. I feel like it's obvious.
I'm going to choose red, but
Your
it's
Christmas.
tapped, so I can't do anything. I will +1 him
Okay.
to put a +1/+1 counter on my elf.
Okay.
And give it death touch till end of turn. And it untaps. But I mean, I didn't tap it. So.
Where are you running off to, Jeremy? We're playing a game. Jeremy has returned. Is that it? Or are you swinging?
No, that's it.
All right. So it no longer has death touch because it was until end of turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Swamp. I'm going to tap 4 to play Hex Gold Hover Wings. 4 Miradum. When this equipment enters, create a 2/2 red rebel creature token, then attach this to it. Equipped creature has flying. Creatures you control that are equipped get +1/+0. Equip 2 and a white. So that's going to just serve as my token, even though it's not red. That's going to buff Militant Inquisitor because this is an equipment. It's going to get +1/+0. I'm going to swing with both of these at Tyvar. So this is basically a 1/1 with double strike, and this is a 3/3 now because of the equipment.
I'll block the double striker. We'll trade.
Okay.
And I'll die to the other one.
Okay. And now I pass my turn.
Hey, can I draw a mountain?
You can totally draw a mountain in your dreams. In your dreams, you may draw a mountain.
I'm not going to play this yet.
You're not going to play that yet. Interesting. Let's see if it plays out for him, Cotton.
You see, you have a flyer, right?
Yep. Equipped creature has flying. So it's currently a 3/2. 3/2. And the other is a 3/3 without flying.
Well, I have to play it. I will draw. I will play this Falcon Wrath Celebrants. 4/4. When it enters, I create 2 blood tokens.
Okay.
This says bloody on it, so these will be my blood tokens. And I have 2 of them. I'm going to tap 1 and destroy one of my blood tokens to draw. I have to discard a card and draw a card.
Does your creature have flying?
Mm.
Fun. Fun.
And after that, I will pass. It does have menace, though.
Does have Menage. Okay. Okay. I'm going to play a Swamp. And then I'm going to swing with a 3/2 in the air.
I can't block it. So I'm down to 15.
And I'm going to pass my turn.
So you can't block me now either.
I cannot.
Mountain, thank you.
Were you just waiting for that mountain?
Yeah, I needed it. I needed bread.
I don't have that problem. I don't need red. I will never need red. I am not red. It's funny. I think red is the color I have the least of in my decks. Stop looking at my cards so intently. They're not that exciting, Jeremy. Like, hey, I really have nothing exciting going on over here. I just want you to know, in case you were wondering, now you don't have to wonder anymore, because now you know. Is Mike super short show? Nope. No, none of that. Okay.
Okay. I will tap a red and a green to play Blood Petal Celebrant.
Okay.
It has first strike as long as it's attacking.
Okay.
And when it dies, I create a blood token.
Okay.
Then I will tap a red and a green to play Evora Insatiable Air.
Okay.
Trample when it enters the battlefield, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a blood token. So I'm going to create another blood token.
What's his power? Toughness?
1/1.
Okay.
But whenever I discard a card, I put a +1/+1 counter on her.
Okay.
So I'm going to crack a blood token. Oh, I don't want to discard this, though.
This is the dilemma, Jeremy.
All right, I won't crack the blood token.
Okay.
What is it? A 2/4?
This is a 3/3, and this is a 3/2.
Okay, I will swing 4/4 menace.
I'm going to tap 2, play Divine Arrow. Divine Arrow deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature.
Okay. Hi, your turn.
I don't know if I can do the thing good. I'm going to pick white. I'm going to swing in with my flyer. You have no flyers?
No flyers.
Okay.
So for 3.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
I'm going to play a mountain.
How's that mountain working out for you?
It's okay. That's a 3/2 you said?
Yep.
The flyer?
Mm-hmm.
The other one's a 3/3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to tap 2 and 4.
Two.
What?
2.
to play Blood Feud. Target creature fights another target creature.
Okay.
And I'm going to have my Blood Petal. Oh, I can't because it's yeah. I'm going to have my Blood Petal Celebrant fight your flyer.
How much power?
They'll both die.
What power and toughness?
2/1.
Why would I die?
You said it was a 3/2. I just asked you.
That's true. I'm going to respond by tapping a white. This allows me to choose one. I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on target creature and untap it. So it's going to live.
Pass.
I don't have a counter, but just know, everyone, that it has a counter on it. I forgot to play another swamp because, you know, I don't have enough lands. Wow, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. To play Skempfar Shadow Sage, when it enters, choose one. Each opponent loses X life, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control that have a creature type in common, or you gain X life, where it's the greatest number of creatures you control with a type in common. I have one of each type, so I'll just have you lose a life. And I'm going to swing in with a 4. It's a 4 now.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. Not getting the things you need.
No, because these decks don't synergize at all with each other.
Are you saying Jumpstar's a lie, Jeremy? I thought you could mix any two decks together. I should have taken
the mono green. I was thinking about it, but then I was like, I don't feel like unsleeving. But I'm going to tap 1 and discard this, which puts a +1/+1 counter on her. And I'm going to crack my blood token to draw a card.
Not drawing a card.
I'm going to tap another one, discard a forest to crack my other blood token, which puts another counter on her.
So what'd she know?
3/3. I draw a card. Yours is a 4, right?
4/3. 3/3 and a 2/5.
Let's have 3 and 2 red to deal to play Falconwrath Marauders, which has flying, haste. Whenever it does combat damage to a player, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
Cool.
And pass.
Swamp. I'm going to pay 2 white and this to put plate armor onto the field, and then I'm going to pay another 3 to, or actually, Jesus. I lied. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each other equipment you control. I own an equipment, so it's only going to be 2. And that's going to equip to this thing. Equipped creature is 3/3 and has ward 1.
Is 3/3 or gets plus?
Gets +3/+3. So this is, it's going to have, I guess it would see both armors.
What does it say?
Equipment. This one gets +1/+0 for each equipment you control. I own 2 equipment,
Yeah.
so it's going to get +2, which will make it 4, plus another 3 would make it 7/3. Or 7/6 rather, because it gets 3/3
Okay.
from what it's wearing. And you have a what and a what?
I'm just swing with your flyer and your other guy at the very least, and I'm gonna lose both of them.
Shoop.
And you can swing with the other one, and it'll get through. And I mean, I don't know what it is because I might be.
It's a
able to kill
2/5.
it. I can't even kill it, so I'll just block those 2. They'll both die.
What
and then
was
I'll
your
just die next
flyer?
turn. A 2/2.
Oh,
How much does that do?
2.
I just die next turn. Yep, I die next turn.
You got a land?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept drawing lands. Like my first 4 turns, I drew lands. I started with 5.
I had an entire hand of red cards and no red, like for 3 turns. No, 4 turns. I think I had 4 forests down before I drew my first red, and then it was a tap land was my first red. So there was no way.
So we're going to talk about how we think this went. Obviously, this was a very one-sided match. Like my decks, I think I had the lands and mine synergized a little bit better than yours. I think the jumpstart way of put any 2 decks together and they'll play is kind of a lot. Like, yes, technically you could take any 2 and play, but that doesn't mean it's going to be playing well and it's going to be a good experience. Like some things don't synergize well. I think some of the decks just logically don't make sense, which we commented on when we were opening them. There's no reason to have a soaring themed deck with a crab that's vanilla and does not fly. It's nonsensical.
And this one was terrible because the green deck it had cards that synergized specifically with elves and specifically with green cards. So if the theme is supposed to be where you can combine 2 decks together to play, then having a deck that only synergizes with itself seems like it doesn't make sense. And I mean, granted, they're probably not basing it around you're doing it at random, but it definitely wouldn't synergize with anything else outside of a green deck. It's the only thing it would synergize with.
And they also really have to account for people who just go to the store and maybe they're, waiting for some event to start or something. And they're like, oh, let's just play with 4 jumpstart packs because we can and we're bored. They're not going to choose from a set of 24, which has a lot more options in a scenario like that. And they really have to take into consideration people either who don't have the money to just shell out nearly $100 in one go, or people who, only want a very limited amount of packs to get kind of a taste for what it is, or want it for a specific situation, which I don't feel like Jumpstart really accounts for very well.
No, I mean, if you were to do mono decks, I think they're fine. If you combine any 2 same color decks, you're fine. From my experience of pulling the decks, it's just combining the colors. Just because you throw in a thriving Moor or a thriving whatever, that doesn't make it synergize with multiple colors.
Do you feel like this set was worse than the previous Jumpstarts, or do you feel like it's basically the same where they're all oh, pick any 2, but it doesn't always work with any 2? Because I remember, I want to say it was the original Jumpstart. I could be mistaken. There was this one pack we got that was rainbow. And I remember one of us played it.
Was the first one.
And it just did not work because it was too many colors.
I feel like the first Jumpstart was the best one out of all of them. Not only was it the best monetarily, but I think it was the best in terms of the quality of the cards and the way that they built out the packs. I think the themes are kind of lackluster in a lot of the cases.
Like they're getting lazy with it.
Yeah. I think the first Jumpstart was the best by far. And I think since then, the Jumpstarts have just gone downhill.
And the ones that seem, and I mean, we haven't opened them, but I've heard very bad things about the ones that are like March of the Machine Jumpstart, or like the ones that's like for a specific set as opposed to a specific year.
Yeah.
So overall, we think it's a lie. I did think that we got like a decent chunk of utility cards, but the thing that irks me is this is now our third Jumpstart, and in all of the Jumpstarts, I think Elvish Archdruid has appeared. I think Llanowar Elves has appeared. Dwynen's Elite has appeared. Like, there are these cards that just show up in every single one. And it's like, can we swap it around a little bit?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of swappage. And there's always an elf-themed one. There's usually something with a bunch of dogs, usually something with a bunch of cats. And it's like, people like that. But if the idea is like, let's get a flavor for stuff, maybe do something else.
Yeah. The
slot.
I know there was a big thing about trying to make it so there were certain foundational cards, foundations that were going to be legal for a while. So they wanted to throw a lot of the mana dorks in there. So
Right.
That's why like Paradise Druid and Llanowar Elves and stuff were included because they're like iconic cards. But yeah, I feel like it's very lackluster in terms of the flavor of them outside of just the construction. I think the flavor of the decks, like the Sorin decks, were really lackluster in flavor. They were kind of weird.
Don't get me started with the crab again.
I don't know, but I mean, there are a lot of cards in here that are good foundational cards to put into decks. I just don't think that they're as Jumpstart as old Jumpstart, where you can just combine them.
I do like that we've moved away. Not that I didn't think the themed lands were cute. I think that's something they should really like include in everything, like those special little lands where there was like a cat in a jungle or whatever. But I do like the anime cards. Like the anime cards are really pretty. I think it's weird that some of them, like there's this part of me that feels like all the anime cards should be the mythic and the rare cards and not like a random common. If that's like your special thing and that's your special draw for a specific set.
If they want people to be able to get it, so they don't want to make it if all the anime cards were the mythics, then people wouldn't be pulling them very often. You can't put
if only mythics and rares, and each pack has a mythic or a rare.
Yeah.
Like it still amounts to the same thing. It's just like in my head, I feel like it makes them more special.
Yeah.
But some of them are like uncommons, and I'm like, and some of them are Llanowar Elves, which is a common.
Llanowar Elves isn't even the anime card.
How is it not? Like, look at it though. How is that not anime?
I mean, it doesn't have the.
I know, but it's so anime style.
Maybe it is. I mean, it doesn't have the Japanese writing at the bottom like the other ones do.
I don't know. It's confusing. And I feel like some of the other ones too, where like we would look at the cards and be like, "Are you the anime card?"
Oh, Elvish Archdruid is the anime card for this deck.
Oh, Dionys.
Yeah.
He's like the new boy in town.
Yeah, he's the anime one because it's got the writing at the bottom. And like I look at his face and it's anime. He's got a very anime face. So
yeah. Overall, I wouldn't say I'm disappointed. I just think like they definitely could be putting more work into things. I think they're just kind of dialing it in at this point. Wizards.
Even your decks didn't really synergize. You basically won with white.
Yeah, and like removal and just having a creature on the board when you didn't have a creature on the board.
Yeah.
Like I think they did a little better, but I wouldn't say they did great. Like if I were to make a deck and I was like, all right, Elaine, I'm going to make a black and white Orzhov deck. Like right now, like this is not how I would make it.
Yeah.
Like there are other things that work better together.
Overall, I think it was a pretty good stream.
I think it was fun. I do like Jumpstart as a concept. I just don't think it works the way it's supposed to work. So
maybe we'll do more. We have them all separated out, so maybe we'll do more matches of
future
combining the different decks together.
Yeah.
And seeing how they turn out, if you can actually combine the decks. And maybe we just, or maybe I, at the very least, just didn't get lucky.
That happens sometimes.
Like I said, I don't think yours synergized very well either. It just was basically, you just had good white cards.
I mean, don't hate on the white boys, man.
But we do have them all separated out so we can kind of play around the jumpstart way and see how that goes. But we thank you all for joining us on the stream, and we thank you all for joining us on the YouTube version of this if you are watching after the fact. Tune into our next stream. We don't do it regularly, but like, was there a thing you had in mind in terms of like a schedule that we were kind of trying to lead towards that we don't want to commit to, but we're thinking about?
So, as the people may or may not know, we have a total of 4 channels currently. We pay the most attention to our firstborn. I'll say that. King's Entertainment Reviews, which you're probably all watching this on right now, is our firstborn. That is our main channel. That's where we post the majority of our content. But we've branched out to kind of like organize things a little better. We have King's Entertainment Live, which is like anything like live action. We're like out in the world. So we might show you some of our trips. We might show you openings. We might show you like eating stuff. Like it's very random, but like we're always going to be on the screen. It's not going to be us like reading one of our book scripts or something. And I might have my anime character up to represent me. We have King's Entertainment TCG, which is specifically the TCG content, which will also appear on this channel. But, you know, this channel also has books and board games and video games, which that channel won't have. So if you're really only interested in like Magic and Primal and any other TCG we might play in the future, that's your boy. Or at least your main boy. And then we also have This Week in Weeb, which is anime content. We have figures, we have manga, we have manhwa, we have all the things. And I think what I want to do is definitely have a lot more beginner-friendly content. I feel like that's not something we see a lot of, and I want to help people understand how to play these games a little better. And I think that's something we're going to see on TCG and this channel. And I think on Weeb, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. And in this channel, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to have a few days on the weekend where we have our content like we normally have. And then on alternating days on the weekend, I think we might stream. So let's say if we choose, we're going to do a regular video on Saturday on Weeb. That means on Sunday, we're going to be streaming on Weeb and vice versa for the other channel.
Yeah, we'll try and make it more streamlined going forward. We've had a hectic period of time over the last few months.
Holiday season,
work, school, all this kind of stuff. But we're trying to really get back into the swing of things, and we will keep you all posted. We thank you all for watching, tuning in. Like the video if you like it. Participate in the stream if you feel like it. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below and ring that bell so you know what's up. We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye, guys.